we have to decide on this stuff.
Well,
I've been doing manly potato salad. Oh my god, everyone's just not turning up.
No one wants to do it.
To be honest, I've started watching it, and it does sound like a woe is me.
Woe is me? Oh yeah, no, the video is very odd for a guy who's supposedly very attractive and healthy and this and that, and he takes this weird slant. But let's get going.
Yeah.
All right, welcome guys to Smudcast number 151. Why I'm done trying to be man enough, and that's in double quotes, by Mr. Justin Baldoni. I have no idea who Justin is, but he managed to score a seating or whatever position that is in TED Talks, and here's his TED Talk. It's 18 minutes and a half long. And I don't know why we're covering. I don't know who recommended this. This is a long time. Like, we have a list of TED Talks that we're going through, and I don't know how this one edged out all the other interesting videos we have to cover. I should probably make a fifth list of people to vote on. Maybe the current ones
just
are more
for
interesting.
TED Talks.
Well, no, I wouldn't do that. It would all be random anyway. But it's pretty crazy. It's pretty wild. Some people think some of his philosophy is good. I think some of it is good. I think a lot of it is feminism misplaced or pushed to a second degree, which doesn't need to go.
Yeah.
But to hear it from him is strange. I think the way I see it is like, here's this really masculine dude going, "Hey, beta males,
message coming in.
Keep doing what you're doing." Like, it's kind of like that. So either that, or it's something like, "I'm in Hollywood. This is how Hollywood thinks, and therefore people are going to like you more." That's the only understanding I can get out of this. Yeah.
Yeah, it just, like I say, it does feel like an almost woe is me sort of thing, but still, I'm incredibly attractive and also confident. But don't be like me. Be yourselves. Or just be useless. Don't worry about it.
Or something. Yeah, I remember because I just talked about toxic masculinity in that video yesterday about a female scholar who is a scholar of masculinity at some UK metropolitan community college, which is fine. You could study whatever you like. I don't care. But she was finding Sherlock, the BBC version of Sherlock, sexy, but also problematic. And I sat there and I'm like, are you even like aware of what you're saying? You're attracted.
Is this like the Benedict Cumberbatch?
Yeah. She finds Benedict Cumberbatch and all his permutations and musings of being Sherlock sexy, but she also finds it problematic and toxic. And she used the perspective. This is the strangest thing. She used the perspective from Doyle, who wrote it 100 years ago, as that was a toxic form of masculinity back then, Victorian era. But she was expressing her problems with the BBC and even the American elementary version, which is, it's just as. Imagine arguing that Tolkien was a sexist or whatever because of the movie versions of Tolkien. Like that's the kind of interpretation.
Okay, first things first. Imagine arguing that Tolkien was sexist. It's not a very good starting point for an argument.
Through his movies, yeah. Through his movies, yeah.
Then to say the movies of which he had no involvement whatsoever.
Which is an adaptation in the first place. So if you're going to make an argument, guys, go to the primary source, the original thing, and talk about there. Yeah. I'm sure there's all different permutations of Sherlock and Poirot and you name it that you don't like.
It's like arguing that the 1966 version of The Lost World, which had lizards with foam pieces stuck on their backs, was a problem for Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. It's like, wait, what are you on about here? This is insane.
Right. So that was just the article. I thought it was funny, and all the things she listed, or rather the link she linked to, which was some medicaljournal.com, whatever, had the list of 5 attributes of toxic masculinity, and I saw nothing wrong with those attributes as as attributes. They're neither positive. I actually know that some of them were in fact positive, like strength. Strength is not negative.
Mhm.
Strength is a healthy thing.
No, strength's not negative. No.
And to say it's toxic is bizarre. And I did not understand.
Is it toxic because it's men are stronger than women? Sort of.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Oh, right. So she just said strength, and then just quickly moved on.
Well, she didn't. That's the thing.
Same point.
she didn't even have her own definition. She just linked to someone else, and she said it's a contentious term. And I'm like, yes, you're right. Why are you using it? And then she kept using it, and I'm like, oh god, this is not working. But the link she gave was just so ambiguous. You're like, what is the problem with being self-sufficient? What is the problem with being domineering? Like, unless you're a dick about it. Like, if I just keep talking over you and you're like, okay, Smud, can you please shut up? I want to talk. like, that would be bad. But domineering could also be confidence. It could also be sure of yourself. It could be many things. So,
in a situation where someone needs to take control, you need someone who can just be domineering. Otherwise, you just end up with loads of different people talking and getting nowhere.
I know. The fifth one I remember was sexually virile, which is, I don't know how that's toxically masculine. Usually that's a good thing. Usually,
oh my god, I am so toxic. I am unbelievably toxic.
Well, when you think about the word toxic, you're talking about a poison spreading. So you're like, all right, technically, if you're having a lot of sex and you're getting a lot of women pregnant or whatever, I mean, that's technically what the term means.
Yeah, but being like sexually virile, isn't that like what humans are meant to be? Because we're meant to just procreate to make more humans.
That sounds like a good, healthy male. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
And
honestly, if a woman, I've never heard a woman ever say to me, "Oh, you're too good in bed." God.
You're gonna knock me up so good. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Never again. I'm never having sex that good ever again.
And if you don't
know, I'm going to go with the guy who can't get up for 20 minutes.
If you don't know the female perspective on relationships, they tend to want babies. So if you're ever in a relationship, fellows, you're going to have that talk one day or another. And if the woman doesn't want children, I mean, that's that. But in most cases that I've encountered, babies are on the table.
In most cases, if you're before 30 in a long-term relationship, once they reach 28, 29, the baby talks start.
Yeah.
Because there you go, I do not want to be a mum at 30 and stuff.
Anyway, yeah,
strange.
That was just that one article, and I found the qualifications or the criteria for toxic masculinity to be rather ridiculous. I'm sure Mr. Justin is going to have his own version or whatever. I don't remember. Anyway, but we'll get through it. It's only 18 and a half minutes. I'll be fine. I'll be good. Okay. Let's get going.
Is it? Yep. Let's have a look.
Oh, ideas worth spreading. Yeah, spread some.
Yes, I'm just about to save that one.
Come on, man. Spread your ideas.
Okay, head out of the gutter. Head out of the gutter. Let's take this seriously.
As an actor, I get scripts. And it's my job to stay on script, to say my lines, and bring to life a character that someone else wrote. Over the course of my career, I've had the great honor playing some of the greatest male role models ever represented on television. You might recognize me as male escort number one. Photographer, date rapist.
Wait. Photographer, date rapist? Is this like B-movie films, or is this like made-for-TV stuff? I don't know what's going on here.
It sounds like it's just, TV series that he just appeared in briefly.
So, all right, he's listed 2 rapist roles. Is this like he's being typecast into these roles where we need a strong male figure who's also a rapist? And he's really angry about that?
I don't know. I just don't know why you'd start with photographer rapist on the top.
Maybe he's trying to get empathy from the audience, like, I play rapists on TV, and I don't like that. I want a different job. Like, please.
Job. Yeah, to be honest with you, I have seen this bit, and his roles do seem to be more not about his acting talent, but about the fact that he's good looking, and he has, a fit body. But yeah, it's either just to break the ice to start with, but or it's to set the tone of that.
Oh, there we go. Sorry about that.
Did I cut out?
Sorry, no, I had to add someone else in. Thanks for waiting there. Oh dear.
Yeah, don't worry.
Just kick me out. It's fine. Don't worry.
Well, I don't make the rules. Whatever. However Discord works, I don't know.
No, nor do I. That's why I got me. So I got my drinks next to me just for a ride.
All right. So what were you saying?
All right, so where's the? So I was gonna ask the link for the thing.
Oh,
for
right.
the video. The watch
You're
together.
gonna have to send that. You're gonna have to send that to him because it's in Smudcast.
Yep.
Yeah.
I got it.
Alrighty. So what are you saying, Huck?
Yeah. What was I saying? Where did I cut out? Because I don't know how long I wasn't talking to anyone.
Sorry about that.
No, my point is, it does look like he's saying all these things, and it just looks like he's got these roles for being good looking, and having the right physique for it, and it sounds like he's saying these things just to try and break the ice about what he's going to say.
Maybe. He's framing it in either an ironic, funny kind of way, or he's like, "Please, I want a different job."
Yeah, please, dear God, I'll do anything. Just don't let me be a photographer rapist again.
Yeah, that is basically what I've gotten so far out of it too.
Shirtless date rapist from the award.
Imagine if he goes for an office job, and like all it is what were you in the past? Photographer date rapist. And like, ooh.
That'd be some shit.
So tell us how you want to work with me in this school again. Just nothing. How's an actor?
Well, we all know that people in Hollywood do get roles because they're attractive. I don't see the problem here, unless he's getting fed up with his being typecast, or maybe he's not. I don't know, good enough. I don't know the competition in Hollywood. I'm assuming it's high.
Well, it's the main reason why I use a avatar all the time, because I'm just not attractive enough to be in Hollywood. So
yeah,
my voice isn't even good enough for it.
Break Shark Attack. Shirtless medical student, a shirtless steroid-using con man, and in my most well-known role as Raphael. A brooding, reformed playboy who falls for, of all things, a virgin, and who's only occasionally shirtless. Now, these roles don't represent the kind of man I am in my real life, but that's what I love about acting. I get to live inside characters very different than myself. But every time I
that is the whole
one of these
point.
roles, I was surprised.
Yeah.
Because most of the men I play ooze machismo, charisma, and power. And when I look in the mirror, that's just not how I see myself. But it was how Hollywood...
Okay, that's kind of odd, because anyone who works out that much has a really well-chiseled body.
Yes.
Has all these roles where you get as sexy, attractive man. I would imagine part of your ego goes, yeah, I'm pretty good. I'm not amazing, but I'm pretty good.
Yeah. Let me just say, when he said, "Oh, that's not who I think I am," it's like, are you sure, mate? Because it does. I mean, to get a body like that, it doesn't come by accident. You don't just go to the gym once and go, "Yep, done. I've got all these muscles and everything." You've got to, be really trying to, make yourself look good. I've got a friend who goes to the gym pretty much every day, and his body doesn't look anything like that.
Yeah, if what he means is that he's not that way personality-wise, then he really hasn't made it all that clear.
Yes, No, and also if he's not like confident and brash, he's doing a pretty good job of it by standing in front of loads of people doing a TED talk.
Yep.
Right, yeah.
You don't see many shy people.
There's not a lack of ego in Hollywood. I'm quite sure something's going on here, where he's sort of like, I don't feel strong. I don't feel like a man.
There's not a lack of ego in real life.
Yeah.
Everyone
Message coming
has.
in. Passionate.
I'm just trying to wrap my brain around his words. I'm like, I don't know, dude. Maybe you should like, go to a spa, get someone to rub you down and just relax and just look at the world and go, hey, I'm pretty well off. I'm doing well.
You know when girls say I want a sensitive guy, most of them are lying and they're just wanting to get rid of you. I don't want a sensitive guy.
I want a beefcake. I want a muscle man.
They want exactly what you are, just not you.
They want the brawn, but not the brain.
Yes, I've learnt that, and I've learnt that throughout my many years of chatting up girls in bars. I'm going, if only I met a guy like you, you're just not you. Could you please leave now? It's like, no, okay.
You're so darn charming, but you don't have everything else I want.
Yeah, it's like even the way they tell you, even the way they say it to you is exactly how they want.
Yeah, but yeah, when he's going like, oh, I've got all these muscles, these good looks, I'm getting these roles, I'm famous. It's like, okay, and what's the downside to this?
Yeah, because from what I'm hearing, all of that gets you pretty far in life. I don't know about you.
Yeah.
Oh dear. And over time, I noticed a parallel between the roles I would play as a man, both on screen and off. I've been pretending to be a man that I'm not my entire life.
You're actually 4 hours.
I've been pretending to be strong
long coat
when I felt weak, confident when I felt insecure, and tough when really I was hurting. I think for the most part, I've just been kind of putting on a show.
Yeah, that's what acting is, buddy.
Yeah, I was about to say.
But in real life, sometimes you do have to put on facade to get through things.
Message coming in.
Being tough when you want to be soft isn't bad. Sometimes you have to pretend to be tough to get through a certain situation. And you have to be strong when you feel weak, because being weak at that point in time is not the correct thing to do.
I'm thinking this guy never went to like acting college or school, because they teach you how to control your feelings and when to bring them out and how. And when you have that command of your personality, you can brush off stuff like, oh, I'm not good enough, or it's like, no, you are Mr. Ego, and you are going to dominate every role you're in. You're going to show off just how amazing you are. So either he just got by on his good looks alone and didn't develop mentally, and
he definitely got by on his good looks.
Yeah, but
I mean,
that's it. Like, he didn't learn anything from that. He didn't like, oh, why am I doing well at this thing where I look good and people want me to look good, and I look good doing it. It's like, okay, did you ever contemplated your existence? It's like, no, I haven't until this very moment. That's why I'm having a TED Talk. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, it's like I used to do amateur dramatics in my teenage years, and they teach you how to control your emotions, which is why it helps nowadays when I'm older with things. So him coming off saying like, oh, I'll just put on a show, it's like, yeah, it's very easy to do it, but it is a good skill to have. It's not a negative. Do you know what I mean? And if you want to be an actor, why are you complaining about pretending to be someone?
I'm trying to think. Maybe it's like he has a really dominating wife or girlfriend who's just like so crazy, and he's like constantly trying to appease her and be friendly and nice. And he's been that way all his life, and he finally said, enough is enough, I'm leaving you. And now he's like, I'm this way.
Yeah.
I don't know, guys. I'm guessing.
I don't know. When people like this start trying to talk about feelings, I'm like,
message coming in.
No.
Patching it through.
You've literally been perfectly fine all the way up until it became politically correct to talk about your feelings. Feelings meant nothing to any of you until now.
I'm wondering if he wrote a book on his, maybe he went through therapy, maybe he was abused as a kid. I don't know, something to cause this sudden resurgence of emotion that a healthy adult would just shrug off like, yeah, I'm fine. But I don't know. Anyway,
He'll probably say it at some point.
Yeah, who knows? Let's just keep going.
Yeah.
Taker 610. This is Harry Styles in a dress. The video, really? Okay.
Oh no! Oh God, no! Oh, he's an embarrassment to Britain. God.
Okay.
That guy. And the worst thing about it is, Harry Styles has got the same name as my brother, so people keep making jokes about it, and I'm like, oh, go away.
Oh damn!
don't bring that to me.
Is Harry Styles like really sensitive about his feelings or something?
Oh, Harry Styles isn't sensitive about his feelings. He's a massive playboy, right? Who just knows that doing this keeps him in a job. 5 years ago, when he was around banging every woman left, right, and centre and leaving, broken relationships, everyone called him great and wonderful. And now he's going, oh, I care about feelings. I care about the women I've been with. I could. It's like, yeah, all right, okay.
Yeah, sure.
Oh dear. All right. Well, here's a super chat from. I mean, I don't know anything about this guy, so I can't really talk about it. Here's a super chat from Spielmann. Thank you, sir. Smud or Shiny. Shiny's not here, but I'll speak on his behalf. Have you played Cyberpunk 2077? If so, what are your thoughts? I have not played it. I have seen a score of reviews, and all I'm going to say is just wait. Just wait for a few months, and wait for the modding community to come in. Wait for the patches to come in. Wait for DLC. Yes. Wait for the new GPUs to come out by AMD. And, they're already out right now, but wait for the prices to drop for AMD and NVIDIA. And then maybe another year or so, you might want to pick up Cyberpunk. I don't know. But probably
wait until 2077 before you actually do pick it up.
Well, or at least until that KFC KFC console comes out.
Oh, the KFC console. Oh dear.
Well, which can be its own video altogether, but still.
I've seen a few people play through it, and it is just shockingly bad.
I've seen. I don't know if you guys watch Geeks and Gamers. There's a guy there called Mark the Cyberman. I can't remember. But he's actually he has a fake leg, or he lost his leg in war, or what have you. Mm-hmm. And he did a review that was about 30 minutes long. Did a really good review, but he had an RTX 3090, so he had a really sweet rig to play it. He says the game was great, but it's more than just what you would think as a game should be. Because of the bugginess nature, because of the lack of polish in certain areas. And everything's just sort of unfocused. There's a little bit of everything in this game, and that's sort of the problem.
When I watched Cedar play through it, I was trying to think about what it reminded me of, and it reminds me of Saints Row 2, but with less things in it. It seems like it wants to be a crazy world, but also straight-laced, but it does feel like you're playing something from like the early 2010, late 2000s, early 2010, with the way everything just looked. And sometimes you're looking at some of the views and everything, and it does look like PlayStation 2 level graphics and stuff.
Well, I mean,
that could have just been what they were playing it on, but. It's
When they were testing it last year on Titan, was it 2080s or whatever they were, TIs or whatever they were called, and that was like pretty sweet rigs back in the day. And now that the new graphics cards are out, and they could just handle it, and it's just like, oh, that's interesting. So optimization. I've seen so many funny videos of just cars just launching themselves into the sky for no reason. You're like, what is happening in this? I thought flying cars were a thing, but not like literally teleporting.
Yeah, flying cars.
Like, woo!
To be fair, those things are 5 years too late already.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
But, well, let's talk about this guy crying about how unfortunate it is he's good looking, ripped, and successful.
One more super chat. Joe Crazy, you get paid to pretend to be something you're not, you dingleberry. I know it's just an amazing gift, but no, I gotta have feelings, guys. I'm not a man.
I gotta have an existential crisis, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tired of performing. And I can tell you right now that it is exhausting trying to be man enough for everyone all the time.
Okay, this is getting weird. Okay, if you're an actor, guess what? That's your job. Okay?
Yeah.
You don't want to do it? Change your job.
Oh, God.
Okay?
Yeah, you're not.
And if you're really serious about stopping, all you have to do is just quit. Just stop. That's the only real way you're gonna stop.
Yeah, it's like Hollywood's not got a shotgun to the back of your head saying you will perform in these films. There's no way you can escape now. You will be shirtless rapist number 6, and you will enjoy it. So, yeah. What's he... But also pretend to be man enough for everyone else. What do you mean pretend for everybody else? 99% of the world don't give a shit about what you're doing.
And what's stopping him from applying for different roles? Why can't he get a role where he's not the beefcake and he's just a desk boy or whatever other job he wants? Like, what's the problem?
Ability.
I don't know.
Skill.
Ability with that body. Ability.
He could play
99%
of male roles.
I think you're. Yeah, is it Gingham? I don't know how to say your name.
Gingham, yeah.
Your mic's. Yeah, your mic's going a bit fuzzy and robotic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just might give you a heads up. Just say another word.
Is that better?
Yeah, that's better. Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
No, this don't apologise to me. Apologise to all the people watching. What are you saying, Smudge? Yeah, carry on.
Yeah. So if he just wants a different role, get a different role. Find another gig in Hollywood that does not involve people looking at you for your body. I mean, this is usually a problem a woman might say because they're models and they I want to do more. I want to act. I want to do this or that. It's like, do it. Go.
Yeah. Go. Yeah.
It's hard.
Get a better agent.
Yeah, it's hard, but you got if that's what you want, do it.
Yeah, you don't. Right, I have to explain this to people. You don't go to Hollywood and make a success straight away. You usually find that you spend quite a few years living in either a rundown apartment or your car, working normal jobs until you get that lucky break.
Yeah, and the need for healthy-looking, attractive people in Hollywood is always going to be in demand. So, as I said before, he could fill in 99% of these roles, and any role, like just because he is.
Oh, like that, yeah.
Yeah. So, here's Taker's extent. Imagine being typecast as the funny fat person. Yeah, I know. It's like oh, well, that's all you can do.
But you don't come. If that happens, then and you want to be the hero, well, then you're gonna have to get yourself into a hero physique or what Hollywood classes as a hero physique.
Look at Marvel.
You're gonna have to do it yourself. Why do people think that these things are just going to fall out the sky for them? Life's hard.
Yeah, no. But he wants to talk about his feelings in a more teacher style. I guess he wants to write a book and teach people. I guess that's where his brain is at, and that's fine. He doesn't want to do the Hollywood acting thing as much as whatever. I don't know. Maybe that's his bread and butter. Who knows? I'm not going to say that's a bad thing, but it's just strange how he's coming out like this. Anyway, we got another super chat from Spielmann. Thank you, sir. Smud, do you think Dragon Age 4
patching it through
is going to be better than Dragon Age Inquisition or worse? There's really... there's really nothing to work off to base it as what the next game is. It's just
At this point we got nothing.
yeah, it's like Tevinter, you got Solus, and you got
And Varric.
Varric
That's
saying stuff about random shit, and you're like, I don't know what that means. But if history has taught us anything, it seems to be a downward spiral with the Dragon Age games. So you go from Dragon Age Origins to 2 to Inquisition. So if you go on average, the average is a downward trend.
Yeah.
So
Message coming in.
plus,
Patching it
if
through.
you're basing your sequel off of Inquisition, like Inquisition was based off 2, you're not. It's not a good. It's not a good history lesson for BioWare.
When you say basing it off of 2, Inquisition did the exact opposite of what was in the first and second game. And
Inquisition
just
was
wanted
based off the DLC from 2, I guess, if you want to be more accurate.
2. Yeah, that's that. Yeah. Well, like I say, if you're going to ask us, do you think it's going to be better or worse than Dragon Age Inquisition? The bar's so low for Dragon Age
That
Inquisition.
anything is going to be better.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
think about it this way.
anything could be.
Historically, it hasn't been good as far as sequels go. Most of the team that made the original game is gone. Casey is gone, if that's ever a thing to care about. David Gator is gone, who was Casey Hudson. David Gator is gone a while back. So Mike Gamble is gone, who was like the guy in charge of everything for Dragon Age. So yeah, no,
What's that woman called? Is it Jennifer Helper? Wasn't she gone now as well?
I don't think so. I think Hepler, and I think her husband is still there.
Oh, Hepler. Oh, right.
Yeah.
Sorry, I apologize for saying her name wrong. Please do not destroy me.
That's okay.
in the
No, she
comments.
was the one who famously said there was too much game in Dragon Age 2. She just wanted text on a screen or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
So no. It does not point to well. Plus, we're talking about using Frostbite with all the problems that Frostbite has shown BioWare, and we're talking about a release date of 2000. We're talking about a release date of 2022 at minimum, which means it's going to come out in 2024. So, by that time you would have probably grown out of the whole Dragon Age vibe and moved on with your life. I don't know.
Well, it would be, what is it? When did Dragon Age Inquisition come out? Was it 2015?
15 probably, yeah.
Yeah, so you're looking at nearly 10 years later.
Yeah.
A game coming out. I mean, oh, nice, Ida.
Hey, Cedar.
Yeah, you're looking at nearly 10 years later. It takes a lot to keep a fan base interested for 10 years. I think the only fan base really doing it is the Half-Life fan base, but that's because they're all insane now with
and Half-Life hasn't had anything major aside from Alex.
Yeah. Which was a great game, by the way. Alex was a great game.
I won't deny that.
Yeah.
I had some pretty great achievements in it, technically, with the liquids inside bottles. I think that was the real showcase.
Cool stuff. Well, again, this is totally off topic, but thanks for asking. And yeah, every road leads to not good. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's good that someone asked a Dragon Age question when you literally had sarcastic talk in the call. It's like, yeah, don't worry, I can answer this question.
This is a great game. It's gonna be great.
I was there, you know.
Everything's fantastic. It's gonna be amazing. Okay, Jake the Surgeon. But guys,
best game ever.
But guys, it's fantasy. It's okay if it's retarded. Oh, what?
Retarded.
Retarded. Yeah.
Retarded.
Oh my! Oh yeah, it's just a children's show about non-space
Dragons.
wizards. It doesn't have to make sense.
Yeah.
We're gonna kill some darkspawn. I mean some dragons. I mean some elves. I mean wait. What are we killing? I can't remember.
Something that's dark and evil.
Yeah.
If it looks fugly, then yeah, we'll go and murder it.
So I haven't got a clue anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Let's get
you mean
back.
The next Dragon Age? It's apparently Solus. That's what we're fighting against.
I don't know. Doesn't matter.
Oh, and turtle-looking creatures.
Yeah, turtles. That's right.
That they showed in that. Those.
Oh,
yeah.
boy.
Oh wow. Oh no.
The lion turtles would come in.
Anyway, let's get back.
I saw that bit, and I just thought, wow, they really are scraping.
Yeah, no, they have nothing to show. They got a voice actor to say some lines, show Varric at the end, or show Solus at the end. That's it. There's nothing else to show.
Message coming in.
Same with the Mass Effect reveal. Put Liara in there, show some random crap. No one cares.
We are making a game.
Yeah.
We're not entirely sure what it's even going to be about yet because we've rewritten it 5 times and
At
have
least
3 more renditions to go through. But we're making
to be fair, I do have a little bit more hope for the next Mass Effect because I can only hope that the effect Andromeda had was so massive that they have no choice but to learn their lesson from what they did.
Did Andromeda have such a massive effect on how they're gonna?
Shut the fuck
Thank you. Someone caught it.
Oh wow! I just want to block you for that, just for 5 minutes if I could. But
I did mean it though. It's like no, but in all seriousness, like I hope they did learn from Andromeda for the next Mass Effect. So
I don't think they have the company culture to attract the talent to do anything worthwhile.
Look at Anthem's.
I think they are so toxic at this point. Yeah, like look at Anthem and the stress casualties they had.
Well, that's a whole conversation. But look at the reveal of the E3 trailer of Anthem when no one else saw that trailer. The dev team had no idea that's what they were building when they say, "Oh, is that the game we're making?" No one had any idea.
Exactly. Oh, I
remember the response. I think one of them went, "Oh, that was an interesting game. Who's making that?" His colleague went, "Oh, that's ours."
And the guy who's in charge of Anthem got transferred over to Dragon Age. So I mean, it's just like, all right, maybe.
Is David Gator not on it anymore?
No, he's long gone. Long gone.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was a 2-person. I knew a person who knew a person away from knowing David Gator. Damn. He was gonna work on Dragon Age by annoying his masseuse, who was my Discord friend. Damn it.
Anyway, let's get back on Super Chats. We'll get back to the video. Taker610, the game is $60. The PC you need is $3,500. Enjoy. I don't think it's that expensive. Come on. An RTX 3090 is like $1,400, but you can get the RTX or the RX 6800 series or 6000 series. And
what are these books you people keep talking about? What happened to sterling and pounds? Proper money.
Dollars? You don't like the dollars? The greenback?
Dollars. It's racks on racks.
The dollars are the best ones.
Why do you gotta weigh your money in weight? Why you gotta be so like pompous?
Sterling?
Well, I'm English, so I'm always pompous.
Bad joke. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Wait till we start weighing everyone in stones after UK takes over the world, and they have to switch to the imperial system or whatever, the metric system or whatever they're using in UK. Mm-hmm. So anyway,
you'll love it.
Oh yeah,
that'll be the day.
Fantastic. All right, Spielmann.
All right, let's get back to the actor that's complaining about how good his life is.
We got one more super chat. I don't know why Spielmann's throwing all these questions about BioWare at us and other games, but fine, we'll do one more.
Always pain.
And then we'll call it a day. Spielmann, Smud, thoughts on the new Mass Effect? I have none. Sorry, I have absolutely zero. So
it's gonna be bullshit.
I already said my piece earlier.
There's no way to have thoughts on anything with what they've given us.
Yeah,
it is literally just, it was black screen for 50 seconds.
Yeah, I gave my thoughts
of like a 1 minute 20.
They need to give their interns something to do, so they made them do a pre-rendered sequence, and that's all it was. So there's really nothing to say.
Yeah.
You can make
unpaid interns.
You can make some.
At least I have more hope. At least I have more hope for Mass Effect than for Dragon Age at this point.
Oh wow,
I don't
that's
know
amazing.
How you could.
That's amazing. I have way more hope for Dragon Age than Mass Effect. Way more.
I have way more hope for Cyberpunk.
It's already out.
That says something about how low those expectations are then.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
I would say I'm in the camp that I like Cyberpunk, but damn.
The only thing we could say about the Mass Effect trailer, and I said it before in my video, was that you can deduce this is Liara either right after the events of Mass Effect 3, it could be hundreds of years, or it could be her daughter, we don't know. And what that involves could be anything. She could be searching for relics. She could be trying to find Shepard's atoms. I don't care. I don't know. There's not much else to pick up on that. So
She's trying to find the gay Adam.
Just remember when I want to clip when Smud just says I don't care, because that's literally going to be. I can assume in like 2 years' time when other stuff comes out, Smud's response is I just don't care.
It's going to be the tagline for those games. We don't care.
Well, I'll still review
Mass
it,
Effect,
but
I don't care.
I'll still criticize it. But I won't play. I've never played Andromeda. I think I boycotted Mass Effect after the ending of after Mass Effect 3. I said I'm done.
I've never seen it. Yeah.
And I'm not playing anything else. I'm not playing DLC. I'll play the multiplayer because I have the game. It's fun. That's at least a fun thing to do.
Is that still
For the one from 3, yes. And it's especially going to be alive now thanks to the remaster.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
All right. That's enough.
What's on screen about?
Talking about
Alright, moving on to the actual topic of the video.
Let's go talk about guys not being guys because of this big chat of a guys. Says all the beta guys.
Job, but he has the eyes of a soy.
Look at his.
Just on job with the eyes of a soul.
Look at that.
So yeah, basically, my life's too good and I want to do something about it.
Message coming in.
What? Oh my god.
Look at my
No,
amazing.
this guy in the video.
Look at my neck muscles.
I know you're talking about him. I'm like,
I'm so
Oh,
attractive.
okay.
Cedar, you're a woman. You're a woman. Do you know who this actor is?
I'd probably have to hear his voice. I'm better at voices than faces. I don't know. He looks
I'm gonna make a thing. See if in chat is he from that show about
that show that yeah.
that virgin. What's that woman? What's that called?
Oh, like the black girl that's the virgin, but she like for some reason is pregnant.
The Latina who gets pregnant, but she's supposedly a virgin.
Oh,
Is it Jane the Virgin or something like
I think
that?
that's it.
I think.
Yeah, is he from that?
watch
Is he from
Trash.
that? I don't watch
Probably.
Trash. I'm
There is a
male.
guy named
That's what I'm
Raphael
saying.
in that show. Yes, he could be that. Yeah.
He looks generic.
could be
Pretty
that.
boy number 6000. I put eyeliner.
No.
on and I
Cedar.
did my
No,
eyebrows.
he's male photographer rapist.
Yeah.
Was that? Oh, was that his
That's
credit in the end credit?
In one of the roles he has. He was male. He was male date rapist. Male photographer, date rapist.
That's
Shirtless
the
med
character name?
student. Yeah.
Shirtless med. These people, my god, what the fuck?
Well,
I don't even watch TV anymore. Like
Justin
damn.
Baldoni. I'll have to have a look it up later. Because if he is part of that show, then he's only doing this TED Talk because I think his character got killed off and he needs some cash.
Right. They just kind of like give TED Talk slots to people.
You're right.
I don't
He
know.
is. He is actually in that show. You're right.
Oh, did I get it? Did I guess it right? Woohoo!
Yeah.
Yes.
That
Yep.
was 2014 to 2019. He was in 99 episodes. He is.
God, what a loser!
He is-
Make it to
Yeah,
a
he's got
Damn.
one away.
He's had consistent
wouldn't
work
feel
for
mad
5 years in Hollywood. That's amazing. And he's gorgeous. And he's not fulfilled. Okay,
Mhm.
fine. We'll go with that.
Now,
Let's see what he says.
right? My brother heard that. Now, for as long as I can remember, I've been told the kind of man that I should grow up to be. As a boy, all I wanted was to be accepted and liked by the other boys. But that acceptance meant I had to acquire this almost disgusted view of the feminine. And since we were told that
Okay, all right. When you're a little boy and you play around with your friends, you kind of make fun of girls by virtue because they're not boys and they have cooties or this or that.
girls.
Yeah.
Girls.
If anything,
yeah.
I'd
Oh,
say it's
God.
worse. There's definitely a culture in growing up girl about being disgusted of boys, but like
Yeah.
that's only because we're resentful because they're hot eventually, and like, we get mad.
Well, it's like what? But what do you mean in general, or just the toxic masculinity?
Just in general.
Yeah.
Like teenage girls find boys gross. We're just inextricably very attracted to them, and it's very angering.
This explains.
Yeah, that whole stigma is dumb on both ends.
All right, so what you just said.
When all those women used to insult me during my teenage years, they actually found me attractive.
All right.
No wonder all of them insulted me.
They're angry.
What Setter just said.
Very...
What you just said, Setter, explains the entire toxic masculinity movement problem that women have with men. Okay? They're attracted to them, and they hate that aspect because they can't get it, or they don't want to admit it, or they don't want to pursue it, or whatever internal problem they've got. Yeah.
All of the above.
And that's
really what it is.
That was what I read yesterday when I was doing that video on Sherlock, where she finds Benedict Cumberbatch attractive, but she also finds him problematic. And I sat there and I'm going, how dense are you, lady?
Yeah. I mean...
But to be honest with you, everyone finds Banana Branch Cumberbatch attractive. So.
I am angry that I find it attractive. I don't know why, but also on top of that, he has a very interesting face. Like, as an artist looking at it.
Well, that's one way to say, yeah. One way to call it, yeah. Interesting.
It has a lot of interesting planes on it. I don't know. I don't know why.
Yeah.
But it's not that complex. I mean, you don't like the other gender because there's other stuff going on with them, especially in puberty. And especially, it just seems gross and you don't hang out with them so much. And so it is just a ball of itchy and awkward.
Mm-hmm.
It's the only way I can kind of like describe it. But then people don't grow out of that, I guess.
Yeah.
Like they're just other people, and like, you know, get their shit done. I mean, maybe a dude's nasty, doesn't ever clean because his mom babied him too much, but that's not a all male thing. That's just a failed person.
I would think if your mom babied you a lot, you'd be very, very clean.
No, it's that it's a type of guy that their mom babied him, so they did everything for him, like cleaning and cooking, so he don't know how to do shit. And then he gets a girlfriend to replace mommy. And I don't know why these chicks put up with them, but they replace mommy role, cook and clean for them while they don't do shit.
It's the guy with the motorcycle and the leather jacket trope with women, and women don't like the fact that they have to admit that that is something we want, and so they're trying to make up excuses to say no, this is what we actually want, or this is wrong. We want a sensitive guy. We want a guy who knows his feelings. And like I said before, in reality, they don't want that. They want a bloke. They want a bloke who will bend them over, pull their hair, and make them scream to whatever holy religious idol.
Cheers to that. That's definitely true. Well, what it's been philosophized to the end of the earth. So there's an expectation that we're supposed to like that because feminism and we want better for ourselves. But like, mostly it's family dynamics and how you were raised and your relationship with your father that really kind of goes with
I find that most ideas of toxic masculinity disappear out the window once a woman gets a partner. Feminism disappears completely out the window once a woman gets a partner.
Not entirely, but most of the more obnoxious ends of it definitely do. Like the basic, respect women juice is pretty fine, but I don't know. I don't tolerate the crazy bitches anyway, so I don't hang around them very often to know. And I've like tried to stem the tide of the absolute bullshit that comes into my life from that toxic feminist perspective that I can't quite call it. But I'm also drinking some holiday Shiner.
Oof.
It's got little snowflakes on it.
By snowflakes, you mean like bourbon, right?
Like bourbon? No, it's Shiner Cheer.
Oh, okay, because I was thinking like eggnog, and you drop some bourbon on it, it makes a little star. No, okay, never mind.
Oh, that'd be cute.
That'd be some shit, though.
I know what I'm talking about. I'm just saying, maybe we have different terminology for what we're talking about, but that's fine.
No, this is legitimately what the beer is called. It's called Shiner.
Oh, cool.
So maybe it's just not in Canada.
No,
it's a cheap bullshit. I saw it
There's so much beer we do not get, and that's just Ontario, because Ontario is the hardest place to import beer or drinks in general in the world. So,
damn.
Yeah.
We'll talk about the next beer cast.
Yeah, beer is great. We'll talk about it later. Anyway,
Feminine is the opposite of masculine. I either had to reject embodying any of these qualities or face rejection myself. This is the script that we've been given. Right?
No.
Girls are weak and boys are strong. This is what's being subconsciously communicated to hundreds of millions of young boys and girls all over the world.
It's such a simplification of what it actually is.
No, it's not subconsciously like given a script. It's just that as you grow up, you start to realize, boys are stronger than girls with
Their
stuff.
body's physically built differently than that, but also like not a lot of girls do a lot of physical activity later on in life, and so they don't really develop or keep the muscle. And I mean, I'm guilty of being like, "Honey, would you pick this up for me?"
Yeah,
Tell me to fuck off
I can.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it also if you have to be incredibly masculine to get into your group of friends, you might be in the wrong group of friends.
They might just be.
Yeah, because with my group of friends, it's not about being masculine. It's just about being, nice to be around.
Good bit of banter.
Yeah, good bit of banter, good bit of stuff. You don't have to hate women to be in a group of friends with, males.
You sure about that?
Well,
I could beg to differ.
See, I don't hate women. I just hate you. It's completely different.
Oh, okay. On that stance, I can accept that.
No, but seriously, I do hate you. No, you can tell that me and Cena spend a lot of time together.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, you don't have to hate women. Most men don't hate women. Most men really, 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 really like women.
The idea that
they really like women.
That they're weak is a little strange. They are definitely weaker than men on average, but
on average, yeah.
When you're growing up with boys and girls, you segregate the two for obvious reasons. And I recall it was a friendly volleyball match we had because we had a boys team and a girls team, and we went to competitions and we played together. And you could really tell the girls were skilled, but they had no candle to the boys. And I was on the team as well, and we were being friendly. We weren't being aggressive. We were just like, all right, volley the ball over the net, don't spike it, all right. So we were friendly. But we understood that because they're girls.
And it's also just kind of a different way of interacting when you're younger, that like the girls and boys segregate because boys are a little bit more aggressive. They want to roughhouse and whatnot. And there's not as many girls that like doing that. Like, I knew I didn't really like doing that as a girl. So I didn't play tetherball where I inevitably got the ball struck in my face. But of course I didn't also really play with the girls either. But that's mostly what it was. Yeah. I
always remember, and I'm going to tell an embarrassing story here. When I was in middle school,
it is embarrassing.
has everyone heard of a game called netball?
What do you do in it? It might be called something different, but it might be the same thing.
It's pretty much like it's like on a basketball court, but instead of like dribbling, you just pass the ball to each other, but you can't move if you've got the ball.
Oh, that's. I have played that game before. I think they just call it modified basketball.
Or something. Anyway, we went to a thing, and the girls' team was one short, and so we managed to get me on the team for the girls' team and everything.
Where you belong.
Where I belong. Well, no, but you're allowed like one guy on it, or something silly. So I started playing this, and I became top scorer of that entire tournament. And I scored more points than other teams combined.
I thought you were just trained that day.
But I was taller, could throw further.
Longer legs, probably.
Yeah, but I was only like 8 or 9, but there was already a big difference between me and the girls. And that sort of like hit me as like, oh, hang on, I can do really well at this, but I wasn't comfortable with it even at that age because I was like, I'm just like massacring all these 8-year-old kids.
There was a match between a professional female soccer team and like it was either a high school or college soccer team, and the professional team was losing.
The women's American soccer team played against high school's under 15 team, and they lost 7-2.
Oh, 7 in soccer?
It's
They
the
got
same.
dominated.
Yeah, it's the same with I've seen Canadian hockey. The women are very good, but there's just no comparison. You could actually watch the tempo of a women's soccer game and the amount of times they pass, how aggressive they are with the ball. It's about watching it in like double slow-mo. It's just like half as slow. And it's just wow, like you can still appreciate a soccer game. And there's a much lower number of penalties in the women's hockey, which some of us respect more because I've seen a lot of minor bantam as well as pee-wee hockey teams working with the GTHL or the Greater Toronto Hockey League, and the best kinds of hockey are where there's no penalties. So there is. Oh yeah.
I know some people only watch it for the penalties.
Well, the culture was a bit different in the 90s, so at least in Canada. So that was before Lemieux became an enforcer. So Lemieux was a good player in the 80s, and then he became an enforcer in the 90s. But that sort of culture just sort of threw that out the doors. All right, be aggressive, but it's not the same.
Well, yeah.
I will say
the
one
only
thing.
way to get Americans into a hockey ring is to start fights.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we won't care.
You'll lose.
I will say one thing about women's soccer. Even though it's slow and they're not aggressive on the pitch, have you seen some of the fights on the sidelines? Are brutal. They are properly pulling hair, scratching eyes out, kicking everywhere.
That's one thing
I'm like,
about
Jesus.
women is that they will fight dirty. Like,
yeah.
I was always taught to take out my earrings if I was ever in a fight. And I wasn't ever really getting in a fight, but they will go for anything they can grab. They'll pull your jewelry out and tear up your ears. They'll go for low blows, or they'll play the long game. Yeah, no.
All right. Well, that's enough talking about sports and kids and boys and girls. Let's get back to the video.
Yep.
Was with me. Well, I came here today to say, as a man, that this is wrong, this is toxic, and it has to end.
Okay, so he's using the word toxic, which he hasn't defined, and hopefully he will define it, because anytime someone uses this, it's like when they call people Nazis, when they call people simps or this or that. Simps, we could actually say, okay, there's some behavior we can relate to being a very simple one-to-one relationship, but this is such a nebulous term. It's become popularized, and no one knows what it means. So
it's almost purposefully you're not supposed to know what it means. They're supposed to be on the hook forever to not really know what the right answer is, so they can be strung along. That's almost the point of it. And then poor saps like these are suckered into it, and they don't even really know. And they'll accept whenever the definition changes to be always on the hook for other bitches, you know.
I want to
Can I
know.
just say something? For someone who's not got much confidence, he did say, "I stand here as a man," and I was a bit like, "You sort of."
Yeah, he seems very
To me,
nervous.
you're not, but carry on.
Yeah, I want to know what word he would use aside from toxic to describe this sort of negative behavior, or he thinks is negative behavior.
Destructive? Would that be more
How
specific?
how could it be destructive when we've been taught this, and every male for every generation has been taught this for thousands of years?
Well, maybe what he's describing isn't necessarily toxic, but like the true word of the idea of toxic masculinity would be destructive. But that would almost be like destructive human traits, but I'd be going off. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because there's destructive human traits. That's just traits in general. They're not really specific to men.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe I could think of some if I sat down and thought about it. That are,
Okay.
like, the worst.
Okay.
I
Sit
don't
down.
know.
Think about it. Take your time.
Oh, no. Dude, we're shining.
Anyway,
I got
It
it.
just feels like it just feels like
The man. Oh, shut
Yeah,
up.
Message
it
coming
just
in.
feels like it feels like they
Passionate
just
through.
say toxic, and then they just hope that everyone just goes, yeah, toxic. If I agree with them, I must be toxic. I don't want to be toxic. It's like, no, just
It's been
Message coming in.
predefined,
The
and
word
they're
means-
assuming that you've
the
been
word
there
means
for long
nothing.
enough.
it sounds like someone
the word means nothing.
was a
Toxic means
snake
nothing.
and bit you, and the poison is slowly hurting you, and you can't deal with it because you're weak.
Mhm.
And you're like, oh, these words, they hurt me so long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's something along.
You're toxic. Oh no, my heart just can't take this. Oh no.
Here, I can suck the toxic
It's-
masculinity out of your body. So
Oh, well, that would be nice.
think about
Message
the
coming in.
alter
You
ego
know?
idea
through.
until halfway through saying that.
Anyway, let me get back to Super Chats because it just jumped on me. All right, Spielmann, Liara is hot. Okay.
False.
Spielmann,
Message
Shining.
coming in. Patch it through.
Wait. That wasn't a question. That was a statement. He just it's his opinion. Okay.
Yeah.
It's objective.
Yeah.
It's,
Okay, keep going.
Spielmann, Shining voice is sexy. Okay. Taker 610. Shiny isn't even here. Why are you saying that? I mean, do you want?
Are you mistaking me for Shiny?
Have you seen this happen before?
No comment. No comment.
Yeah, this happens every single time.
How
Everyone just
can
calls
you
me
guys
Shiny.
be confused?
Two angry
I don't know.
British blokes talking about whatever they talk about. That's pretty much all Shiny does.
Stuff.
Yeah.
Britishness.
British stuff. Yorkshire pudding. Yorkshire pudding.
That just means that you need to stop being sexy
Yorkshire
dog.
pudding.
It's
Oh
not
yeah, I've got
allowed
to stop
here.
being sexy. Oh
No,
well.
none here.
All
I try my
right.
best, but
All right.
unfortunately it just slips through.
You can't get the simps
Not-
in Smudge Chat. That's
Not
not allowed.
everyone knows the sexiness that is the UK English version of an accent. So I guess I don't
Yes.
know. Anyway, Taker 610. What I didn't explain or describe must end. Yeah, I know. He's fantastic. I love this guy. Punish
Got paid to do
Punish
this.
Berserker. How you doing, sir?
Message coming in.
Hollywood stick
Patch it
bundle getting paid to teach impressionable kids to become smooth-lobed, weak-minded soy boys. I am so shocked by this turn of events. I don't know. This is kind of like the.
Bear, shouldn't you be working?
Yeah, Bears, you should be working.
This is. How do we describe this? This is like the Chad trying to make all the beta guys keep being beta. It's like, guys, yeah, you got to be softer.
Yeah.
Keep being beta so I can get all the ladies.
You gotta be more gentle.
Oh my
to
God.
really get the girl to sleep with you, just talk about politics more.
Oh my
That'll
God.
really, really get her.
Ooh, woman.
Really get her.
That's gonna
Yeah.
get my panties soaked.
Well, you know, if you want to come to Ontario or any part of
Message
Canada
coming in.
and do that, it might be successful
through.
because some of the girls in Ontario are pretty weird like that. So
Well, I guess so. If they
Yep.
like that debate shit, I don't want to
Yeah.
hear it anymore. Someone talks politics, I only know how to make fun of them.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Tell a girl about the economic machinations of the War of 1812, and it's
No, that's hot. No, that's hot.
and its effects on modern politics.
Is this
Seriously,
Unfortunately.
women love it at 3 o'clock in the morning at a bar after about 20 drinks. They absolutely love it.
I'm
well,
sure it's just not your voice. They probably don't give a fuck.
oh dear. Well,
Yeah, but that's what it's like. It's like someone just giving really bad dating advice. So
go to Australia, live there for 10 years, get the accent, come back, you'll be fine.
There you go.
Okay. Joe Crazy, thanks again. I stand here as a man to say that you need to get over it and stop being such a weenie. Okay, that's
I am not the weenie. You are the weenie.
oh dear.
God.
I stand here as a man and
Hey,
tell you,
Hey,
grow some
Freakazoid,
balls.
man. Freakazoid's always funny.
Yeah,
Punish Berserker again. But enough about women's rights. Let's discuss women's wrongs. Oh, that's clever. Clever boy.
Anyway, let me tell you about why we should repeal the 14th Amendment. That bears.
That only works in
Yeah.
America. I'm sorry, Cedar. No other woman in the world goes, what
Yeah.
is she talking about? What?
Oh yeah, that's the is the woman's right to
Yeah.
vote.
Yeah.
Well,
In most places of the world, a woman
What, you're
says
saying
we should
that not
talk about
everyone
it, and
lives
they
in
go,
America?
"Wait, what? What are you doing talking?"
Mm-hmm.
not Alpha Reuse. Alpha. I was thinking of the food, but Alpha. Alpha Reuse.
Oh, yeah.
Tally is best girl. What would you stop talking about Mass Effect for like 2 seconds?
Can we move on with that,
Please.
please?
God damn, you haven't. And $2 to spend on anything else, go get some candy.
Oh boy. Especially nowadays when it's on sale at Christmas time. But yeah. Anyway.
I know. I just
Yeah,
wouldn't buy a
Same
bunch.
fail.
Punished Bearzerker again. Shiny and discount shiny sound nothing alike.
Bear, where are you getting this money?
What?
He got paid, didn't he? Got a Christmas card from work.
Oh.
Oh yeah, you got a
$200 in it.
bonus. And he's spending
Yeah.
on Smud. That's how much he
Yeah.
loves you.
To remind that
Yeah.
that Hawk is discount shiny. That's great.
Yeah, I'd say
Yeah,
diet.
okay, yeah. Diet, yeah, I'm diet shiny. On diet EFAP.
No, we're Sloppy Seconds is diet Smudcast. It's diet everything. I think it's diet.
Like 0 calories, 0 water is just
Diet
Yeah.
to the fifth power.
That's why it's
Yeah.
called Sloppy Seconds.
Yeah.
Yep.
all right. We're only 3 minutes in. This is gonna take a while.
Yeah. Don't talk about Mass Effect.
Right?
Now, I'm not here to give a history lesson. We likely all know how we got here, okay?
That would be
But I'm just a
useful.
guy that woke up after 30 years and realized that I was living in a state of conflict. Conflict with who I feel I am in my core,
Oh, so this is a
and
midlife
conflict with who
crisis.
the world tells me as a man I should be. But I don't have a desire to fit into the
Message coming
current
in.
broken definition of
Patching it through.
masculinity. Because I don't just want to be a good man. I want to be a good human.
Okay.
Oh, that's the
Oh
most
my
meaningless
God.
statement I have ever heard.
So again, he's changing the conversation from masculinity is bad, yada yada yada. I want to be a better human. So then you have to define what does it mean to be a better human. Please do so. I don't like when people start having these philosophies without defining their terms. And when you're talking about a category like child or adolescent, you say, okay, let's not talk about that anymore. Let's talk about being human. You're like, okay, what does that mean in your culture? What does that mean in your ethic? What does that mean in whatever you're talking about? Like, can you please give us a definition of a higher level process that is not about what you were just talking about?
We
So you-
no longer live in monoculture where things mean the same thing to everyone within your circle. You're gonna have to define it. That's what being a melting pot means now.
Human,
You can't just say shit like that and think everyone knows what you're talking about.
especially when we have countries in the world where or continents where there's individual countries and they have completely different laws and morals and practices. Like if you're being a human in Africa, a little different than being a human in South America or Russia, Japan. There's so many things to learn differently, and that's why you
Are
travel.
Russians human?
Sorry?
Are
Message
Russians
coming in.
human?
Yes.
Patching it
They're a
through.
special breed.
Let's not.
Okay.
Okay, well, what I'm saying is that he's saying we should be nicer as humans. It's like, well, what do you mean? Because what's wrong with being a man and being nice? Why can't I be a nice man? And how am I not being a nice man when I like strength and virility and self-dependency and all sorts of other masculine things which you consider bad?
What's lacking in being a good man that makes up a good person? I mean, is it a different set of criteria? I felt like good person is like within the good man thing. You could be a good person, but being a good man also has a couple other things to it. Or because you don't need to be a good man to be a good person.
The implication would then
I think
be
I'm just
if you are a good man and virility is an aspect of masculinity, you then learn to be a good father. You then learn to be a good husband. You then learn to be a good part of your community, a good neighbor, etc. So that would be a little more logical. That would be like, okay, you grow and you learn and you become new things to adapt to your new state of being. He's just saying, no. I don't want to be a man. I want to be a good human. You're like, okay, great. Based on which civilization, which society?
Yeah, a good man can mean a lot of different things in a lot of different places.
Yeah. Anyway, let's keep going. Spielmann, Smud, what is your favorite game? Geez, it's been a while since I played a real game.
Damn.
My favorite game.
Real game.
The real game.
Yeah, no,
Is
a
it
real game. Yeah, it's been a while.
Imaginary games?
Games have been streamed lately. I've been playing web games. I've been playing casual games on my phone. I don't consider those games. Those are just like sort of little things, distractions.
Toys for children.
Yeah, they're like toys, really. My My favorite game is probably Fallout. I like the Fallout series. Yeah.
Which one though?
As a whole, I don't like. I love Fallout 2, like the original one. That's my favorite PC game. I
Okay.
still love it, but I really love Fallout 3. I really love New Vegas. I also enjoyed, not as much, Fallout 4. So it's the whole. I love the series. Like they haven't done me wrong.
76?
I
You don't
haven't seen 76. Yeah, haven't seen it. So yeah.
Okay. At
Oh.
this point, it's just kind of empty.
All right, what have I missed since my phone decided to restart?
Oh, I would just.
Talking about his favorite game is Fallout series.
Yeah, I just was gushing about Fallout. Never mind. Never mind. It's completely unrelated to our topic. Don't worry about it. It's okay.
For me, it's 7. If for Fallout specifically, for me, it's 76.
Really?
It's New Vegas. I meant.
You know what this means? Fallout stream later. Yay. Okay. Anyway.
All right. Bogue. Hey, Bogue, how you doing? Is that why he wears skinny jeans and goes to the gym? I don't know. I don't.
I think that's because he's an actor and has nothing else going on in his life.
Also, can I just say, yeah, that top he's wearing is very skin tight to show off his incredible physique.
Let's keep in mind, he was on that show from 2014 to 2019. This video came out in 2018, so he was still playing Raphael for another year.
Mhm.
So he had to be in shape, he had to look good and all that stuff.
I don't know, skinny jeans is just kind of a look, kind of that slightly homoerotic thing going on in
Yeah,
whatever
but
film
skinny
industry.
if you wear skinny jeans after you go through your gothy emo teenage years, there's a problem.
Yeah.
They have.
I was there. I always used to wear jeans with holes in the knees. So we all make mistakes growing up. But
It's so hard to find jeans that don't.
I'm thankful that I never went through that phase. Thank you very much.
You've got to look forward to that to a midlife crisis then.
Right.
We'll see.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get a goth version.
But
And I believe the only way that can happen is if men learn to not only embrace the qualities that we were told are feminine in ourselves, but to be willing to stand up, to champion and learn from the women who embody them.
Okay, this is interesting because I don't recall being taught feminine things growing up.
Separated?
Yeah.
I mean, I think that it is a thing that dudes need to chill the fuck out about other guys doing feminine type things.
I don't think
that was what do you mean?
I don't think that was ever a problem. Like if guys wanted to like do figure skating or gymnastics, it's like that's cool. Like that's
message coming in.
I was like thinking painted nails.
Patching it through.
And like
okay.
I don't think that was a problem either. I think that was like, oh, girls do it, let's do it too. It's like we could do it too. Yeah, we're better than girls.
My dad and my brother have been going to the salon more often to get pedicures. At first they were like, oh no, that's a girl's thing, and then they realized that it's really nice to have people clean and rub your feet.
Bitch, it just feels good. Shut up.
Right?
Yeah.
And then
I feel like
toenail
sorry,
polish
continue.
all the time. Oh, that's it. I just see them with toenail polish on all the time.
Yeah, it just feel a bit like when I was at school, we used to do woodwork and metalwork. Within halfway through the year, we used to swap over and do sewing and cooking.
Yep.
But we always be like boys and girls. It used to be split up, but we did both, and no one found it weird, or and then you got a decision like the next year which ones you wanted to do. And if you ended up doing as a lad doing sewing and cooking, no one looked at you strangely. It was just something you decided to do. I feel like when people say, oh, men don't like feminine activities, it's like they're trying to make the problem, not that there is a problem. It's like they're trying to say this is a problem, and everyone's like, what do you mean? No one has a problem with this. And it's like, no, there is a problem. Look, it's like they're trying to make a problem when there is none.
No, it exists, but maybe not so widely, because I have known people with parents and people who dads are like, you won't touch a broom, you won't touch a spatula, that's woman's work, that's disgusting. That's just bad at using people.
Yeah, but women can also say that as well. It's just bad people. It's
That's
not
just
something
bad
inherent
people. It's
to
not.
men.
I don't think it. Well, anymore it's societal, especially since the woman entered the workforce.
Well,
And like any bitch putting up with it, don't.
in regards to his conversation, like, you know, a guy doing feminine things, is he referring to guys who are feminine to begin with, and that's how they feel, or just in general?
Yeah, we're talking effeminate men or guys doing activities that are considered feminine, like getting pedicures. Is he talking about
Yeah, there's a big
cooking?
wide
I
range
don't.
of
I
things.
never
Yeah.
understood why people thought cooking was only a woman thing. Like damn, like that's what my boyfriend and I bond over is cooking.
Well, women spend most of the time in the kitchen. I don't know why it's so confusing to you, Cedar. It's
What?
nothing doesn't say anything.
I know
at all.
you're
Continue.
insulting me. The first part of that because my boyfriend was saying something. You get away with it this time.
Okay, I'll have to try. I'll speak louder next time.
No, jump off the window.
God damn it.
But yeah, like what Spud said, there's a lot of different things. I know, like a lot of my male friends do really well. Let's just call them girly things, because I'm assuming that's what he's gonna describe them as, that aren't masculine, and no one really notices at all.
What type of things do they
Do you know
do?
what I mean?
Just for example.
My friend really enjoys gardening, but not like just doing with like flower arrangements.
Oh, he likes like growing food.
No, not growing food. Actual, just pretty flowers.
Oh, just pretty flowers. Well, that's cute.
Yeah, he loves pretty flowers. Yeah. But that's not something that's masculine.
Yeah, I would say that's definitely
Message
like,
coming
not
in.
something people.
But if you saw him and talked to him, he's 6'5", built like a brick shit house, and goes to the gym every other day, and he looks like he could probably punch you through solid, a solid wall and
your
everything.
friend's a big muscly man that tends to flowers? God damn.
Yes.
How many bitches does he have on him?
At least 1.5.
Oh, damn.
Where's the other half of the other one?
Where's the other half?
Divide by 3.
Why do you think he can grow so many? Why do you think he can grow so many pretty flowers?
Oh, no.
He just has the other half in the shed somewhere.
No, he uses a garden decoration. The legs are popping out and they're kind of like twisted in, and he spray paints it looks like a statue.
But there's loads of guys who do what we would class as feminine stuff, and the most reaction you get out of it is, okay, fine.
Are you passionate about it? If they talk about it passionately, sometimes someone would be interested. I don't know. I listened to a muscly dude talk about his flowers for a little while. I mean,
see, the Silas just message saying, I sometimes do feminine things like complaining.
Oh!
God damn, I never expected Siler to say something like that. That's why that's so
low blow, man, low blow.
Hey, that is like, I'm the most feminine person in this room right now.
Yeah.
I have a black belt in complaining.
Yeah.
Oh, my friends and I have a wine night where we come together, we crack open a really big bottle of wine, and we just whine. It's very cathartic.
I would hope so.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We eventually vomit at the end of it, so we went and bought another one.
I'm not gonna make my joke because.
All right, that's enough.
Make
Women are cool. We get it. Okay. Punished Bearzerker again. Thank you. He wore skinny jeans. This act constitutes porneia. Okay, I guess.
Who don't know.
No.
Possibly.
But yes, but don't ask about porneia. Do not ask about it. Never ask about it. Never even look it up.
It's the Latin word for slude axe. Basically.
Well, I already know what it means.
That's all it
So.
means.
It was we watched a video by the Jehovah's Witness about porneia, and it's really weird.
So
really weird.
tight jeans is what means you go sleep around with women.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh wait,
Yeah, skinny jeans. Yes, skinny jeans is a sign of homosexuality.
Because you can walk in it, and the pants are so tight you can get off in them, and so it constitutes lewdness.
Porneia.
According to the
lewdness.
Jehovah's Witness.
Oh my!
Witness.
Well, guys, do
Yes.
not wear tight jeans. I'm just a good life lesson, okay? You'll thank me in your 30s, okay?
I used to wear tight jeans when I was a teenager. Now I
Just if you want
now
that summer
I
look,
enjoy the
just
I don't need
get
that summer
jeans
look.
that fit you. Ask someone to help measure you. Get some straight legs.
Mhm.
They look
Yeah,
fantastic.
straight
on
legs are
dudes.
fine,
You don't
yes.
need to wear tight jeans. Also, they suck because skinny jeans just grab your legs and swallow them whole, and I hate them. And I can barely find non-skinny jeans.
I've got
I'm about to go buy men's
got
jeans.
quite
I'm so pissed.
large I got quite large leg muscles, so skinny jeans like don't fit me now that I've grown up. Straight legs pretty much feel like skinny jeans on me anyway, so I don't want anything tighter. Thank you very much. I like to be able to breathe.
All right. Yes,
Let the boy
gentlemen,
breathe.
be very careful with your lower body, let's just say.
Yes,
So,
yeah.
Joe Crazy,
Yes.
we'll keep on going. Joe Crazy, I just want to grill. You know, that's a nice thing. That's a nice thing. Some people just want to cook. Some people just want to use a cast iron skillet. Some people just want to use an oven. And there's nothing wrong with any of these ideas. So
You just need to know how to cook.
I don't know.
If your ass don't know how to cook,
Yeah, I don't
like,
know where this is in the
fuck that.
conversation, but I'm assuming it's the cooking female angle. So
maybe.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know. Like,
Anyway.
I don't-
anyway, let's keep going.
Now, men,
fuck
I'm
off.
not saying that everything we've learned is toxic, okay?
Yes, you are.
I'm not saying there's anything inherently wrong with you or me. And men, I'm not saying we have to stop being men. But we need balance, right?
Okay, so again, we have to know what exactly is wrong, and then tell us what we need to do to fix that. You can't just say, don't stop doing what you're doing, even though I just said, we're bad. We need to mediate. We have to sort of, curb the signs of masculinity to something else. It's like, why? Tell us how. What? When?
Can I just say he started off with saying there's things inherently wrong that we've learned, and now he's saying I'm not saying things are inherently wrong. It's like you make a decision: is it inherently wrong or is it not inherently wrong?
This guy hasn't thought at all what he's talking about.
Just
No.
choose where you're going with this, because it sounds to me like you want to please the feminists, but also you know that you
This
don't
just
want to
sounds like,
anger.
Please give me pussy, please, just a little crumb. That's what
Do
this
you think?
sounds
Do you think he's struggling? Do you think he's struggling to get women in bed?
Yes.
Honestly, do you think he's struggling to get women in bed?
I think with a
with
soy
that?
Hell no.
personality like that, well, maybe he can get a pump and dump, but like, not like a legit relationship. I don't think so.
Come on, really? See, they come and think about it. In Hollywood, starring in at that time successful TV show.
That's true.
you know,
He's in Hollywood. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
he'll get
isn't
some
this
shallow
isn't Joe Average. This isn't Joe Average on the streets. This is he's got a TED Talk. Come on, you got to be pretty skillful to get one of those.
Not really. You really don't. You
I
don't
know.
even have anything
Skillful.
to have to say. No, there was one girl in a TED Talk, one lady, that legitimately confessed in her TED Talk. She was like, so I was given this slot and given a tech talk, and I was thinking, like, what am I even going to talk about? She didn't even have anything to say, and they gave her a slot. So they don't have to have something
Did
to
she
say.
answer? Did she answer? I don't know what to say. Anyway, I'm an anarchist now.
I can't remember what it was because it was some vapid bullshit because she made it up in a night because she had this slot and who's going to turn down a TED Talk? It was very
Me?
worthless because I think it was
Because-
at the time I had like the TED Talk app and I listened to it while I worked out.
There's an app.
See that?
Yeah, there is an
See
app.
that? I am losing what little
But my
respect I had
doctor
for you.
recommended it to me.
Your doctor recommended it. What was were they trying to get you to go over the edge? God, she keeps coming in with all these problems. If I could just get rid of her. Here, use this TED Talk app.
Oh, she's gonna lose her parents' insurance soon. Oh, I don't need her anymore.
Cedar, I want you to
Yeah.
download this app called Netflix. Have you heard of it?
Yeah. And when you finish with this, here's a prescription for one piece of rope and a stool. Just go out and enjoy yourself.
He was a holistic doctor.
Okay, that's interesting.
Oh, yeah, that was a whole thing about how they treated my childhood depression without actual medicine, and that was.
Oh, you wanted drugs? Okay, I see.
No, they didn't want me.
Those
drugs.
toxic males.
None of those.
Toxic males not giving me drugs. God damn.
What do we pay you
That's
for?
a whole saga.
Yeah.
We need balance, and the only way things will change is if we take a real honest look at the scripts that have been passed down to us from generation to generation.
Elaborate?
And the roles that, as men, we choose to take on in our everyday lives. So speaking of scripts, the first script I ever got came from my dad. My dad is awesome. He's loving, he's kind, he's sensitive, he's nurturing, he's here.
And
God, thank God your dad
He's
was
crying.
a decent person.
But, sorry, Dad, as a kid I resented him for it. Because I blamed him for making me soft, which wasn't welcomed in the small town in Oregon that we had moved to. Because being soft...
Oregano!
See, my dad wasn't traditionally masculine, so he didn't teach me how to use my hands. He didn't teach me how to hunt, how to fight.
Who the hell? What kind of dad do you expect? Like,
what is the point of
What?
mentioning this kind of thing?
okay.
Yeah, my dad never taught me how to use my hands. I taught myself, but my dad always said, my dad is a rough and tumble Northern English bloke who you'd see in a pub and probably got into quite a few pub fights. But just because he didn't teach me how to do with my hands didn't mean,
Oh?
I was soft and what? I don't.
Like, hun, did you learn to
Yeah,
fight from your dad?
it doesn't mean that you're not unable to do it at all.
Oh yeah, I know
Yeah.
my boyfriend used to fight. He never learned any of that from his dad.
Yeah.
That's not a
I wouldn't
thing.
teach. I wouldn't teach my son how to punch someone in the face. I just,
I mean, he's taught
I'd
me how
assume
to
he was.
punch.
I assume he
mean-
was bright enough to know how to extend his fist into someone's body. That's about it. Just,
I mean, if anything, if you learn something on your own, you're kind of better off
yeah.
As sometimes,
with certain things,
Well,
not
it's-
everything, though.
not everything, but like,
Well, it's like a good example. My great granddad was a boxer and one of the toughest people in his mining village. He could bend 9-inch nails, and could people feared him in this mining village. But my granddad is one of the nicest, softest people you could ever meet.
And-
Sometimes fathers and sons are different. With
sometimes
things,
they're
but,
different, but also kind of like what you mentioned there about girls don't want sensitive boys, they want assholes. Well, really, what it wants is like the contrast, the fact that they can be absolute animals and these scary people, but not to you. You're the chosen person.
You want most women want a bloke who can
You want a
defend
monster
them,
that's
who can
not,
defend them,
yeah,
but
that's
also
it.
is sensitive to them.
Yeah.
So when they
sensitive
go
to
in,
them,
when they
and not necessarily.
Bears, listen, I'm not saying I'm not going to teach my son how to fight. I'm just saying I'm not going to. I assume he'd be smart enough when he grows up to throw a punch. I'll teach him how to do it
you can
properly.
at least teach him that to not put their thumb inside the fist.
Yes.
I had to be
Yes.
taught that at the very least.
Yes. But yeah, this sounds like this. Okay, so you had daddy issues growing up. Well done, congratulations. You're like a lot of people.
Honestly,
At least you're normal in that respect, dude.
It's kind of a strange behavior to say, my dad didn't teach me how to get along with the other kids. It's like, do you need your dad to do that for you? You're a little boy. You've picked
No, you
things up
don't. You really
quickly. Yeah.
You can. Well, you're taught by the other little boys in the same thing. That's what's acceptable. If you're having trouble, which some people can, in that
Mhm.
there's kind of a spectrum of not really understanding social situations. I guess your father or an adult can step in and give you hints. Like, I mean, I needed
Did you-
that a few times. My parents would explain to me how to interact with people because I had attachment issues. But like, it's not his fault. If not, if anything, especially into adulthood, that's something you need to recognize and go to someone who can help you. Because maybe your parent doesn't even know how to help you if you're someone who just is born struggling, not understanding social cues.
You know,
as well as
if you don't talk to if you don't talk to your parents about problems, your parents don't really know. Parents, surprisingly, aren't mind readers.
Yeah, well, if you don't tell them about it, they're not
As
mind
much as they want to think they are.
or they're
Yes.
just human. Like, that's a
Yeah.
really hard lesson to learn,
Exactly.
especially about my parents and like my own fucking daddy issues. Is that they have issues they might not even be capable in their own right because
Yeah.
they never learned. My dad was hung up in his own daddy issues and gave me daddy
Yeah.
issues.
Yeah,
But
that happens.
Yeah.
it seems to me that these people always use the old redneck stereotype of punching, fighting, hunting as being the standard of being a man, when it's not always.
It's a cultural thing. You have to live in those cultural areas, and
Like where
not
I live,
a lot of people.
no one hunts where I live. Does that mean we're less manly? No,
Yeah.
we just do different things.
It's not even legal
different-
in England, is it? In the UK.
No,
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think so. Never really thought about it, to be brutally honest with you. It's not something that comes up.
I would really love some moose right about now, but damn it, I don't have a hunting license. What do I know I can get one. I mean, it's not this big, complex idea. If you want to teach your kid to do something, it's like, did you have a father who wanted to teach him how to learn Taekwondo? No? Then I guess you didn't learn Taekwondo. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah,
like,
okay.
hunting is like, if you haven't really brought up to do it, I bet the emotional side of going out and hunting an animal is something like not evidently necessary, but also kind of difficult to pick it up. I don't know. I don't think I can go and shoot an animal unless I was really, really had to. I couldn't do it for sport.
Yeah.
Luckily, we have these wonderful things place called grocery stores, and
yeah, that's what I do.
teach your son, your son good money management and savings, and I think that's more important than hunting. So.
Yeah. I mean, I could figure it out.
Best thing you can teach your son is how to be independent.
Yeah,
self-sufficient.
Anyone, like, teach your children.
Any child. I'll say any child because I'm only talking from like my. I've only got
your
a son,
experience.
so
Well, you have a son, so.
Yeah, so it's a bit like, okay, I'll teach him as best I can. I'm not gonna have all the answers for him. I'll do the best, but he's got to learn himself at some point. It's very strange that these people are trying to say our parents must do everything for us. It's like, well, hold on. Are you not independent at all?
Yeah.
You know.
Did they not?
That's a toxic trait. Being completely dependent on your parents after the age of 18.
Oh God! You know what my mom did? I was 16. I was like, "Oh hey, can you schedule a doctor's appointment?" And she's like, "You got a phone? You have a car? Call the doctor yourself." And that, oh my God, I cried. But now I can talk on phones to people. Like, I can pick up a phone and do whatever. I have friends who have such anxiety about being on the phone, they don't do shit. They're like, I absolutely will not get on the phone with anyone. And like,
unless it's social media.
Social media, well, there's a filter between that. If they have to talk to someone over a fucking phone, they won't even talk to their friends over the phone. Like, that's how much they hate being on the phone.
Damn.
You can't just enable that. Like, that's not.
It's
awful to live that way, and it's super annoying.
I found it really weird, but then again, I got used to working on phones, talking to people. So
I'm friends with a lot of mentally ill artists. That's the majority of my friend group. So yeah,
Oh, you mean revolutionaries who will definitely take over the country when they have a panic attack over a doctor's appointment.
Over answering the damn phone. Yeah. It's the people who can't go over the phone are the ones that are going to the Black Lives Matter protest thinking they can do shit. And I'm like, quit posing. Like, actually do something
Message coming
worthwhile,
in.
or shut the fuck up.
All right,
Shoot through.
here's Joe Crazy. Thanks again, Joe. My dad taught me to drive stick shift and basic car maintenance. That's cool. That's nice.
That's good. That's
Yeah.
pretty standard.
Yeah, but he didn't
And-
teach you to punch someone and kill a bear. So
Oh.
you're not manly
like-
enough.
He's not Russian
That's
enough. There you
sort
go.
of the thing. Like, what dad's teaching
Yeah.
is different from. It's different from family to family. Like
My
that.
dad taught me how to drink properly.
Yeah. See, not every family probably does that, but
Oh,
that's like a
yeah.
masculine thing because it's bonding with your
How
father.
how
That's why
not
it's
to
masculine.
It's
Where
more
to
like
learn your limit.
you have a son.
And what
Is he
to do,
drinking yet? Here's some wine. Now he's drinking.
Uh-huh.
That's pretty much it.
we just went onto old fashioned lager straight away when I was 16. And you went,
He's
well,
like,
so you don't make a
If
you don't make a
a
fool of
face
yourself
I'll
when you
beat the
go
shit
out.
out of you.
Yeah.
No, he did it because he didn't want me to make a fool out of myself on nights out, because he didn't want to see me as one of these people. You see, binge culture. You see them all in the
Oh, that
gutter.
goes over their limit.
Full,
Oh, yeah. I see.
fully thrown up and everywhere. Yeah. So you never like that, and it helped me learn like limits and stuff. And I had other male role models in my family as well. I was lucky growing up. I had a really good uncle who used to take me away on holidays abroad, so that I get used to, if I ever went on a lad's holiday, what to do, what not to do, what to look out for. But yeah, just because he didn't teach one to punch and hunt, you seem to be choosing some very stereotypical masculine things to do when there's a lot of other different ones to pick from.
I think the man in his head is the man that's portrayed in Hollywood. And maybe that makes sense because he is an actor and so he's around all of that.
Yeah, but he's acting like he's completely inconsequential of what he's doing, and he's just like, oh, when I was growing up, my dad. It's like, why are we jumping from all these ideas of masculinity when you're not defining what it is, what's wrong with it, what your dad
What
did
is
or
it?
shouldn't have done? There's all these things I don't know, and he's
Because, like,
Imagine being the dad thinking, oh, you resented me for trying to make you a good person. Cheers, thanks a lot, you fucking dick. I'm
yeah,
not
honestly,
going to sit around for
if I was
this.
the dad I'd be like, oh, well, I guess thanks for being a good father to you all those years. Well,
Wow,
I'm
Let-
glad you're
let's-
insecure.
you resented
let's
me.
just keep
Cheers.
going, because we're going to be here for a while if he keeps saying crazy stuff. So
Yeah.
Man stuff. Instead, he taught me what he knew, that being a man was about sacrifice
really, did he do that?
and doing whatever
That
you
just
can to
sounds
take
like
care of
a
and provide for
doormat.
your family.
Here, little boy.
No,
I'm going to teach you to be a
sacrifice is
man, and to be a
important.
man, you got to sacrifice stuff. You're like, really?
To be a man, you gotta light yourself on fire to keep everyone around you
I
warm.
want to play with my Lego a bit more, Dad. Can I have some time to play? It's like, no, man.
Well,
It's got to do this. Like,
you got to sacrifice everything. Okay,
Sacrificing
sacrifice is an important thing when you become a parent, but you're not sacrificing every single thing. You're not some sort of martyr.
Sacrifice is the wrong word. Sacrifice is a bad word. It's the right one would be compromise, because you're
Yeah.
sacrifice is just giving into things to the negative effect of yourself
Yeah.
constantly. So what it sounds like is he constantly gave and gave and gave, and he didn't teach him the proper
Yeah.
healthy thing for a person, not necessarily a man, which is compromise,
Mhm.
advocating for
Yeah.
yourself, which I'm a big person of,
Yeah.
But there was another role I learned how to play from my dad, who I discovered learned it from his dad, a state senator who later in life had to work nights as a janitor to support his family. And he never told a soul. That role was to suffer in secret. And now
how big is your family? If you're a state senator, you got to get a job as a janitor to support your family.
Fucking hell.
When was this? What time period?
Ooh.
What'd you do to get kicked the fuck out?
Yeah, if you got to work as a
You know how much they make a year?
Were the bribes not enough?
They make $174,000 American a year.
I don't even think
Wow.
they made it any less before. Statesmen are
Yeah,
always
they
well
probably
paid. So he's not
they
gonna-
probably make
He either got cycled
Yeah.
out, so he was bad at his job, so he got elected out, and he, for some reason, couldn't use the fact on his resume that he was a state senator to get any other sort of government type job. Though he was all the way to the
Well,
bottom
so it's not
of a
it's not
janitor. So
suffering
he
in
must have burned
silence
some
as well.
bridges, or been really, really bad.
Can I just say it's not suffering in silence? It's just I'm working as a janitor. I don't need to keep telling people constantly that I'm working as a janitor. I'm just working as a janitor.
That would be an awesome thing. If you were a state senator, I also work as a janitor to support my family on the side. You're like, wow, that's great. Good for you. Why would that be embarrassing? I don't know why, but
Oh, is he saying on the side? I thought it was he
Yeah,
lost
on the side.
his
Yeah,
job.
on no. On the side, you have to work as a janitor.
Oh, that completely... What? That's weird.
Yeah.
Well, damn.
Yeah. Mm.
Yeah.
What state? What state was it?
yeah.
Tell us what state it was. You were talking bull.
What time period?
I
Like
mean, I guess I don't
200
know
years
what
ago.
my state senators look like, but you'd think someone would
Wait,
know
the
this.
state. Hang on, he lived in Oregon. So the state of you're telling me that the state center of like in Oregon wasn't getting paid enough and had to work as a janitor.
Maybe he didn't have
Well,
30
damn.
kids.
Anyway.
Catholic?
Oregon's not. Oregon's not. I mean, I don't know.
This is so anecdotal. We're like, okay, yeah, whatever, buddy.
Sure,
Yeah,
fam.
it's like
This isn't just the baggage
you
of
could
your
you
family.
could imagine like if the camera panned over to his dad. His dad's just got a what the fuck is he on about face. It's like no, your granddad was perfectly fine.
You know what? This is what it is. It's everyone assuming that their family is the same as every other family. Because,
I just
no, they're not. This is your family baggage. This isn't masculinity.
Yeah.
This
my
is
dad
just
my dad
your
worked.
baggage.
My dad worked 3 jobs when we were younger, and he didn't really tell anyone about it because he just said, "Well, it's not. I'm just working. It doesn't really matter
There's no reason
about
to
it."
fall
Yeah,
on
it's
the
not- it's
sword
not-
about how
No, but it's
hard-
also not a thing that you want to keep on about. There was other things to talk about, like my day at school or what I'd been doing, or family conversations. It wasn't all about, oh well, I had to work 18 hours today to do this job and that job. It was like, no, we just
that's
talked about other
damaging.
things.
Message coming in.
Yeah.
That's
Patch
how
it through.
you screw up your children.
Mhm. Yeah.
Definitely will require therapy to undo because you'll make them feel like a burden, and that's very not good.
Okay, here's Tyler Preston for a donation. Thank you, sir. I've just noticed that these people always complain about their fathers and their lives, but they don't ever talk about their moms. I believe that it ignores their role in raising the child. It's interesting because if he's referring that men or boys or whatever growing up need to be more feminine, he hasn't mentioned his mother yet. Maybe he will. Maybe
Well,
maybe
that
he
is-
never had one. I don't know. Yeah.
and
Yeah,
that
but
is
his
something that is-
maybe never had one.
society tends to
That can
idealize
happen.
there's so much that we
Maybe-
don't address the mommy issues, which is like
Yeah, but
some people don't
maybe
even
his
realize they have
grandma.
them.
Maybe his grandma wasn't a state senator who worked as a janitor, so he didn't need to bring that up. So
Mhm.
Oh boy. Punish Bearzerker again. A senator not getting paid and having to work as a janitor. That guy needs to stop telling people about my wet dreams. I know there's lots of stories of congressmen and senators who do not take a government pay. Like was that guy? He was a doctor, Ron Paul. He never took money
Yeah.
as his job, and he would actually go back home on the weekends and work as a doctor. Interestingly enough, as well, he didn't take money as like a wage being a doctor. He had people donate to him that he treated.
So
And-
he actually went back to the state he represented,
yeah,
like how you're supposed to do. Wow.
and worked as a doctor. Like the story of Ron Paul is insane when you hear about. Like, there's actually an American out there who
Who actually is being what an American senator is supposed
like
to be.
the way he went to war when he was called. He had 3 kids. He still went. He never took money after he went to medical school. People donate. Everything is based off donations. It was like the strangest. Like you did this all yourself. You had like 10 kids or whatever, giant family, and you were a congressman, and you ran for president, and you did all this stuff. It's just like this guy is a machine.
Damn.
yeah,
I don't even know that about Rand Paul.
Or
I knew
Ron
he
Paul.
would-
No. Ron
Ron
Paul.
Paul.
Yeah.
Is it Ron?
Look,
Yeah.
and Rand
Rand
and
is
Ron, whatever.
Rand is a obstetrician or whatever, eye doctor. I can't recall, but
Oh, yeah.
he's still in the
Oh, those
Senate.
guys make a lot of money.
Yeah.
Mm.
Anyway, yeah, American. Yeah. Whew.
Let's keep
Yeah.
hearing about his daddy issues.
Generations later, I find myself playing that role too. So why couldn't my grandfather just reach out to another man and ask for help? Why does my dad to this day still think he's got to do it all on his own? I know men who would rather
Because men
die
are stubborn.
than tell another man that they're hurting.
That's
But it's not because we're just all
Is it-
like, strong, silent types.
Isn't
It's
that
not.
breakdown?
A lot of us men are really
of
good at making friends
like,
and talking,
men relationships.
just not about anything real. If it's about work, or sports, or politics, or women, we have no problem sharing our opinions. But if it's about our insecurities or our struggles, our fear of failure,
I don't know. That kind of creeped me out. If I was at a bar and I just had a beer and some guy just came up and say, "Hey, man, I got a lot of problems at home." I'm like, whoa, okay, it's.
Yeah,
Well,
it'd be like
casual level friend-
only when they're drunk.
But okay, so I don't know if this is a thing. Girls like to at least philosophize about it. Is whether or not men really at least maybe in America, and I guess there's no other Americans here, don't really have close friends anymore because close relationships are.
Wait, what are you on about? Not got close friends. Let's put it say men make really good friends with each other. Women are the ones who very rarely have good friends. They usually stab each other in the back at the first bloody opportunity.
That's true. That's true.
Maybe that's the same type of generalization that I have about men not having good friends that they can actually
No,
like,
men
dump all their issues
men
onto.
have no. The major difference is while women talk about their feelings and everything, and it literally just dissolves into, yeah, you go, girl, you don't need any like man to help you out, and just positive feelings. And men go, mate, see someone professional to actually get this off, because you need help, you need professional help. I don't have the skills to do it. Men are very pragmatic when it comes to dealing with it, because we want to get the things sorted, and we know no matter what.
I have met a lot more guys that are resistant to taking any type of therapy or help, and I don't know, maybe it's an American thing, and I see lots of, maybe I guess because it's around on the internet, but a lot of boys don't really have friends in general. A lot of young ones don't, and so a lot of times they dump all that emotional energy on like the first girl that shows interest in them because they're allowed to. But otherwise, maybe that's just a problem with.
Well, this might be a problem with me being able to make friends quite easily. With stuff, I know blokes can literally meet up in a pub with a stranger, another guy, and have a really good night out and a laugh and a joke, and then meet up again and again and again, and they become friends. While women, well, from my experience, literally just stick with whoever they can, stick with, as in like friends from school or friends from work, and then they never like extend any further than that.
Oh yeah, it's hard.
But that's probably my experience of it. So I can't say.
I'd say that they do tend to stick around in the groups and the same people if they find the people, mostly because it's just. I guess girls are cliquey. And
But to say that boys and men, can't make close friends is. I just find.
I don't think they're incapable.
Laughable of it.
It's not that it's incapable. It's the current culture that I have noticed around me that a lot of guys don't feel like they can make those close connections, at least in America. Maybe that's different.
Here's the thing. Okay, not physically at this moment in time, but I'm pretty sure your boyfriend has a lot of close friends, even though he doesn't see him on his games.
That's true. Well, he has his longtime friends that he sees every now and then. He's more of a solitary person himself.
Yeah, but the difference is guys can just make friends as well on the internet. Just because you don't see the person in real life doesn't mean you're not a close friend.
True. That is true.
Do you know what I mean?
It is
So
a
the
little
idea,
different.
yeah.
I can't
You
find.
can talk. You can talk to people over the internet as well. If you think of close friends about your problems.
Yeah, and like I have my friends that I left when I moved states, and so now we only really hang out on the phone with each other, and they're not any less than they are. I do miss having physical friends around. It's a little
I think everyone
different,
misses
but
having
like,
physical friends at this point in time.
look,
but,
I can't figure. I can't find.
What a weird way
people
to describe
write on the
people.
community. But
My physical friends, as opposed to my imaginary ones.
oh yeah, my physical friends.
Oh, I've got. See, here's the problem. I've got tons of physical friends, but my imaginary ones always leave me. I don't know why.
I got broken up with my last imaginary friend. He dumped me.
All right, let's chug along, gentlemen and lady.
And it's almost like we become paralyzed. At least, I do. So some of the ways that I've been practicing breaking free of this behavior are by creating experiences that force me to be vulnerable. So if there's something I'm experiencing shame around in my life, I practice diving straight into it, no matter how scary it is. And sometimes even publicly. Because then in doing so, I take away its power.
What power?
And my display of vulnerability can, in some cases, give other men permission to do the same. As an example.
Yes, because whenever I see someone break into tears
I was wrestling with the issue
I
in my life.
Yeah, let's do that as well.
I knew I needed to talk to my guy friends about. But I was so paralyzed by fear that they would judge me and see me as weak, and I would lose my standing as a leader, that I knew I had to take them out of town on a 3-day guys trip just to open up. And guess what? It wasn't until the end of the 3rd day that I finally found the strength.
That's weird.
To talk to them about what I was going through.
Wouldn't that basically be your fault if you let that shit affect you?
I realized that I wasn't alone.
Yes, I had to kidnap my friends for 3 days.
And as soon as I found the strength and the courage to share my shame, it was gone.
Shame of what?
Now, I've learned over time that if I want to practice vulnerability, then I need to build myself a system.
Did you kill a guy? Did you assault your wife? What did you do?
I think that's what he's trying to say.
Can I just say that also in that picture, I don't know whether he was shirtless as well in that picture of this guy's trip. So obviously he's not too ashamed of things.
He's ashamed of his emotions, probably. That's kind of, I think, what he's saying.
What's wrong with having a guy come over, share a beer, and talk? Why not?
I don't know.
If a guy came over to me in a bar,
a lot,
right, and we'd only just met, and he started bawling his eyes out after 2 or 3 drinks. That's really uncomfortable. I'd be uncomfortable if a girl did that as well. I'd be like, I don't know what do you want me to do? This is not, I don't know.
I think they don't know when the bridge ends. They don't know. And so maybe he's doing it now where he's learning, where's the bridge of how much time that I've spent with you that we become that friends. And I'm sort of thinking of myself who I had to go to fucking therapy to get through that. And so
my best friend, who we've even broke lockdown rules together. This is how much we just enjoy each other's company and everything. If he came around to my house and just burst into tears about stuff, I still would be like, I don't know how I can help you. I can give you a little bit of advice, but if you're now coming around here bursting into tears, you've got to see someone professionally about it. This isn't anything to do with like being a man or anything like that. It's like you need professional help.
Do you guys not need just a good cry every now and then?
Yeah, but it's different. You can have a good cry about it. It's just a time and a place, to be honest with you.
Oh, I suppose so. Well, I was thinking it was a common thing for one of my friends to be the person where they'll call her up and just go fucking cry on her couch because college sucks, but we're also all fucking mentally ill.
Well, you just read some good Russian authors. I mean, that's really all you got to do. So
well, that will heal my soul. Okay.
Well, no, but it'll make you feel better.
Carry on, Spud, sorry.
Because they're so tragic. You're like, oh my god, this is horrible.
We're like, well, at least I'm not that
there you
fucking shit off.
Yeah. But that's any
if
Russian.
Someone comes crying, you just slip in a DVD of like Ethiopian children. You're like,
oh dear,
they got it worse. Stop crying.
That's not necessarily a thing. I mean, everyone's bad feelings are valid. You don't have to invalidate yourself by looking at someone else's tragedy.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
just a good
But
way of burying your emotions instead of dealing with them.
yeah, but
As if,
like what you're
someone else has
saying,
it worse.
yeah, but like we say, we have a good cry. Yeah, you can have a good cry. That's perfectly fine. It's just a time and a place. Like I say, if one of my friends just bursts into tears in the middle of the street while I'm there, that's not a good place to have a cry.
So,
I don't
what's a
care
good
what
way to
anyone
have cry
says.
then for guys.
For a guy,
I guess that's if they need to have it. Chicks need a good cry.
You know, honestly,
Yeah, but
if he is so
chicks need to have a good
physically
cry
well fit, if this
over
guy is
ice
so
cream,
healthy,
so-
if he is so healthy fit, and he is having emotional problems, how the hell is he able to maintain a workout schedule? Because when you are working out, your body is telling you something that, oh, you're in pain. You're breaking your tissues to expand certain skeletal muscles and tendons and what have you. Everything else in your life means very little at that point. Because you are trying to breathe. You are trying to push a weight beyond what you've normally done. So if this guy needs to go to therapy because of his lifestyle, something else is going on that's very serious.
Yeah, there's something else going on.
Yeah,
Because working out releases serotonin, and it regulates mental health. Like, one of the things you're prescribed to do to regulate any sort of mental health issue besides serious drugs is exercise, eat, and sleep. Basically, just being healthy.
Cedar, to answer your question about a good cry in front of your therapist or cry in front of your doctor, because then they can see your problems. That's a good place to actually start crying, because most people, when they get into a therapist's office, just clam up and they don't share what the problem is. So yeah,
oh, that's
if you want to
nervousness.
cry.
Yeah. Oh, that's.
Yeah, but just cry. Just let it out. I cried when I saw my therapist.
Well,
I cried and I shouted and I
so
screamed.
Expensive to just. I guess maybe
I got it for free because I live in a wonderful country.
I don't know. My professor's being a bitch. She's putting on some ridiculous expectations for me. I have 17 million things going on.
Why don't
3 days.
You don't need to cry
I'm gonna go
about
have
that.
a cry at my friend's house while we watch Grey's Anatomy.
But you don't have to cry about that.
Oh, I suppose.
Boss is a dickhead. You don't need to cry.
Okay, maybe that's where I'm having it wrong. Is a good little cry is you're just kind of stressed and you have pimped up emotion, and for girls, yeah, we just cry. It's really nice.
Yeah.
I mean, like I hate crying because it hurts my face and everything, and I sometimes hold my breath to stop crying, and that hurts. But
well, yeah, it would hurt. See this, since you're holding your breath.
I don't want to annoy anyone with my. That's a terrible. That's a terrible holdover from childhood.
You need to breathe at some point.
I'd give myself headaches because I didn't want anyone near me.
If you hold your breath for long enough, you will stop crying, but you'll also stop doing a lot of other things as well.
I think that was the goal, but
let's dunk your head under the water for a few minutes. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
I'll try that the next
hold
time.
Hold your head under for about 30 minutes. Hold your head under the water for 30 minutes. Solve all the problems.
Just put it in the toilet. Pull the handle a few times. That'll help.
But men can cry. It's just I think with everyone crying, yeah. But with every situation, it has to be the right situation. You can't just break into tears at everything. You just start looking. To be honest with you, a bit pathetic, men and women, if they're just crying all the time.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I've seen my boyfriend.
That's not me being toxic. That's just me saying, just come on, you're crying. Come on, you're crying over. You didn't get to wear the same socks today. You're crying. Come on.
I don't think I've ever seen any adult woman do
I've seen
that.
I've seen adult women to cry over that. Yes.
Oh my god. Oh.
All right, that's enough to know about your experiences, Hawk, about people crying over their footwear. That's, I think.
What kind of bitches do you get?
Sorry. My life is just.
Wow.
I'm an NPC in a strange world with other people doing quests and stuff around me.
His house is a HUD house. He told me 3 different stories that sound like random video game side quest main characters come crashing into his home.
I could see an old seamstress who's like, "Oh my god, I've ruined the entire sheet of silk. Oh, I'm going to curl myself." I get that. Socks?
Yeah.
Not so much.
Yes.
I mean,
yes,
I
it
got
sucked, yes.
furious when my cat bled all over my linen sheets, but like,
Oy.
200
Oof.
All right. Okay.
Anyway, toxic masculinity.
Yeah.
Step
I didn't
accountability.
elaborate that.
So I've been really blessed as an actor. I've built a really wonderful fan base, really, really sweet and engaged. And so I decided to use my social platform as kind of this Trojan horse, wherein I could create a daily practice of authenticity and vulnerability. The response has been incredible. It's been affirming, it's been heartwarming. I get tons of love and press and positive messages daily. But it's all from a certain demographic. Women.
What was
Yeah, I was gonna
that?
say. Yeah, I was gonna say. You sure most of those aren't stands?
Well, of course,
I'm
because
just
only
gonna
women
say-
really care about that, because it's something.
Gushes over wife and fatherhood, and we're swooning. Okay, that's a woman's headline. Best parenting Instagram capture: the beauty and love of having a baby. That's something that women be interested in.
I get tons of love.
Jane the Virgin Star is the proudest, happiest, most effusive dad on Instagram. Okay, another woman. Yeah, this is not something that Cosmopolitan. Okay, yeah, because
And
tons
press
of
and-
blokes are going to be reading that.
All right.
Positive messages daily.
These headlines are just
Emotional letter to his unborn son and sweet gender reveal. Well, that was sweet for his wife, which is what it's for, but I feel it's a little more performative.
People babies.
these are not. Yeah.
Babies. Oh yeah.
No offense. But like, these are not headlines that will attract males between the ages of 18 to 30.
Well, it's because they don't need to. Of course, women are attracted to this. They're kind of subconsciously looking for fathers, and so all of this will really, really appeal more to women than to men, because there's just not that biological urge. I mean, this is attractive, not necessarily to me. This feels more performative, like social media look at me rather than actual.
Yeah. Also, the
fathering.
program that he's famous for, Jane the Virgin. I assume if you looked at the demographics of who actually watches that, it would match to his
I know
Twitter
by the
profile.
concept of it that it's definitely not watched by men. I don't think it'd be very interesting.
So when he says like, "Oh, my social media is mainly looked at by women," it's like, well, yeah, you're famous for something that women watch. It's like, how many blokes watch Sex in the City? I mean, it's a bit.
I mean, I haven't actually met a chick that's watched Sex in the City.
Well, you are only 12 and a half or something. I don't know how old you are. You're really young. So it was.
I thought the thing was that I don't
before you
talk to
said
a lot
that.
of people, which is probably more true.
Here
Well,
is
to say
I need
that.
to talk to more people. Damn it.
Yeah, to say that. Oh, it's more women. It's like, well, yeah, your demographic is more women. It's.
Here is Joe Crazy. I didn't even know who this dude was.
Message coming
Why
in.
would I care
Patching it through.
how he feels? This talk is not for guys. This actor appeals to women for obvious reasons. So
Yeah.
I mean, he's speaking to the wrong crowd unless he wants to appeal to guys.
Again, his physique might be good, but the soy in his eyes, I can smell it all the way from the other side of the country.
Yeah, it's.
All from a certain demographic. Women.
18 to 24.
This is real. Why are
Oh,
only
it's fake.
women following me?
Gee.
Where are the men?
I wonder why.
Jeez, I wonder. Oh my god!
A year ago, I posted this photo.
I'll take good-looking asshole
Now,
for
afterwards, I was
500.
scrolling through some of the comments,
moron
and I
with
noticed
this
that one of my
shit,
female fans
okay.
had tagged her boyfriend in the picture. And her boyfriend responded by saying, "Please stop tagging me in gay shit." Thanks. Is it being gay?
You know what?
She's
You
less of a
deserve
man,
that with
right?
how much of a loony you are with this shit right
So I
now.
took a deep breath.
Face.
Oh, base.
And I
That's
responded.
why I say red pill.
I said,
Oh,
very
and he
polite
came
way
back
that
to
I was
the
just
fucking
Oh
novel.
no!
And he
I'm not reading.
responded-
I'm not reading that.
Let's have him read it.
Oh my god.
He's gonna read it.
That's
Let's-
when you send the pinball game request to what
curious,
the
'cause
fuck?
I'm
That
on
is-
exploration of
that is
masculinity,
literally-
and I wanted to know
that
why
is
my
literally the
love for
left
my
heart
wife
meme.
qualified as gay shit.
That is the left.
And then I said,
meme.
honestly, I just wanted to learn.
What was that? Oh my god.
Now, he immediately wrote me back. I thought he was going to go off on me, but instead he apologized. He told me
Oh, boy.
how growing up, public displays of affection were looked down on. He told me that he was wrestling and struggling with his ego, and how much he loved his girlfriend and how thankful he was for her patience. And then a few weeks later, he messaged me again. This time he sent me a photo of him on one knee proposing.
Oh, can I just say one thing? The guy
All
who
he
was
said was
responding-
thank you.
Why would you
I've
wear
been
a
this guy.
pink coat?
I get it. See, publicly, he was just playing his role, rejecting the feminine, right? But secretly, he was
Ooh.
waiting for permission to express himself, to be seen, to be heard, and all he needed was another man holding him accountable and creating a safe space for him to feel. And the
Okay.
What's
And
this
how
got
does
to
that
do?
affect you?
He needed a safe space to say a bunch of crap in a direct message or whatever you call those on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
What was the issue exactly he had with you or wanting to talk to you? All he did was reply to an Instagram post where he was getting bombed by other people, getting pissed off because his notifications went crazy. This guy reaches out to him and says, "Hey man, whatever, why'd you do that?" It's like, whatever. And then later he proposes to his girlfriend. You're like, okay, we're missing a little of the context of what was going on in that conversation.
Yeah. Also, we missed a bit of context in that relationship as well. It's okay. He told his girlfriend stop taking his gay shit. Okay. Oh, I don't show. It's
Message coming in. Patch it
I
through.
don't know. I'm just drinking.
I really don't think men need a safe space to be courageous with their emotions.
No.
They're going to be really honest with themselves when they need to be. And I don't think Instagram is the greatest place to do that.
Yeah.
No. Social
That's
media in general is not the best place to deal with your emotions. It's
The worst
a
place to do
toxic
it.
hive of shit.
Like, you imagine just gushing yourself out to some random celebrity. Okay, bro, like, I was feeling X and Y, and my girlfriend was obviously into you, and I was like, oh, this is so gay. Like, okay.
Okay, yeah.
Like, that'd be weird.
Yeah. Oh, by the
transformation
way,
was
Dave, I
instant.
need to take a picture of this so I can
I
send
loved
it to
this experience.
Justin Baldoni.
Because it showed me that transformation is possible, even over direct messages. So I wanted to figure out how I could reach more men, but of
Yeah,
course,
because he
none
was
of them were
joking and
following
he took
me.
the joke too seriously.
Yeah.
So I tried an
Why are you
experiment.
laughing?
I started posting more stereotypically masculine things. Like my challenging
Why the
workouts,
laughing?
my meal plans, my journey to
Okay.
heal my body after an injury. And guess what happened?
Uh-huh.
Men started to write me. And then, out of the
Yeah.
blue, for the first time in my entire career, a male fitness magazine called me. And they said they wanted to honor me as one of their game changers.
Why is that funny?
Why?
Yeah, why is that funny?
Oh,
started
wow!
picking
You
up-
started doing things that men find interesting, and men were interested in what you were showing.
Yeah,
Fucking
you started posting workouts.
wow! My mind
content.
is absolutely blown. Please tell me how you learned this black magic.
That's just
fucking-
marketing. What is he talking about?
I have this giant
it's like saying-
megaphone. How did it work the way it worked?
It's like going. I started shooting guns and recording it, and all these gun fanatics and gun fans started following me. Yeah, because
Yeah,
you're doing
'cause you're
stuff that they're interested in.
Yeah. Oh my.
This is great. Punish
I'm
Bearzerker.
doing workouts, and all these gym bros are following me. What?
Damn, Bearzerker paying the bucks. What is it?
Imagine getting married to a woman.
Wait, what was it? I
What,
didn't.
what,
You cut
what was
out.
that? You cut out.
Imagine getting married to a woman.
Oh my god, yeah.
Oh yeah. How's your husband, Bear? Is he the top or the bottom?
Oh.
Oh, I know. He's the top, of course.
But yeah, I just can't. And also, it's a game changer. Well, yeah, but because you like your workout routine has changed. You know,
Message coming in.
It was original.
Patching it through.
I don't.
He really works out. What's that muscle by his neck, shoulder? I guess.
Oh, it's
That really big arched one.
It's called I have to wear a really tight shirt to show it off.
I did learn recently the lat spread, where the dudes that don't have laterals, but they gotta like hold out their arms to make their lats stretched out and look big.
I'll say something about my latest workout. I've done 365 sit-ups this year.
Wow.
This year?
Yeah.
A day?
Yeah. One every day. In a year. Once every morning.
Oh.
Once
as I get up.
every morning. Damn.
See, you'll get the joke at one point.
God
Ah.
damn it. I'm so goddamn mad. Shit.
But yeah, it just seems the way he's going. Like, yeah, I changed to something that might interest men, and men were interested in what I was posting. It's like, yeah, because God, he's making out this like some mind-blowing fucking trick he's learned. In reality, I'm pretty sure if I filmed myself going to the gym, people would follow. Men would follow me and watch my videos.
Yeah, why don't you post videos of you going to the gym, huh?
Well,
I mean,
because
you
that
look
means
like
I have to
Hawk.
go to the gym.
Grow a beard. Wait, you have a beard. Just put some
Yeah, I
red
have
on
a
your
beard.
face.
Yes.
Say,
Yes,
Hawk
that's all I
goes
have
to
to
the
do.
gym.
Yeah.
Be a gym rat. There we go.
There you go.
Gym rat. Yeah.
I'll solve all your life issues.
But my best friend goes to the gym pretty much nearly every day, and he does it on Instagram, and blokes follow him. I mean, it's not a lot, but it's what some people enjoy it. Do you know what I mean?
It's like camaraderie. It inspires people to go do it themselves.
Yeah, but why? But why was he surprised at that? But then he wasn't surprised that I'm doing all these female-orientated things, and I'm only getting women.
Yeah, because like
following me. It's like, that's what happened.
It's not the workout that's interesting to the woman. It's when they're doing the thirst poses with the body they achieve from the workout that gets interested.
Yeah.
So that picture of him and his pals doing a very heterosexual 3-day trip out in a car wherever, where they have their lanky bodies and abs all spread out. Yeah. That's appealing to women. I don't think that'd be appealing to men, but he's like giving out tips. This is what I'm doing. Here's strats for you to look like me. Yeah, I can see how that appeals more to men. I don't know. This is...
Yeah.
Here is Taker 610. Guys just like celebrity photos on social media. I don't know, do we? I don't really...
Message coming in.
Do you?
I don't really pay attention to social media.
Girls like celebrity photos. Blokes like a lot. Like, if a celebrity's doing something interesting, then blokes will be interested in, copying it.
No, girls like TikToks of a guy in Master Chief cosplay doing a thirst trap. That's what girls like.
Yeah, you try to blokes like that as well. Be surprised.
Blokes like that too. Oh, I bet. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, but
about a
if he just stood there with his shirt off, more women would watch it. But if he stood there with his shirt off,
talking about his latest meal plan.
His meal plan, or showing this is the machine that I'm going to be using, and started using it. Blokes watch it.
Yeah, because they want to know how.
They want to know how.
They want to know how to look like that.
Blokes do a lot of doing. Blokes like to do things. So, well, anyway.
Yeah.
What do I know? I'm fat anyway, so.
Is that really game changing? Or is it just conforming? And see, that's the problem. It's totally cool for men to follow me when I talk about guy stuff and I conform to gender norms. But if I talk about how much I love my wife or my daughter or my 10-day-old son, how I believe that marriage is challenging but beautiful. Or how, as a man, I struggle with body dysmorphia. Or if I promote gender equality,
There
then
it
only the
is.
women show up.
That's his baggage.
Where are the men?
This is
Body
retarded.
dysmorphia.
Okay, the reason why we don't like listening to people like that is we hear it all the time. It's annoying.
Yeah.
My wife is so
Yeah.
beautiful. She makes the best meals. She does all these things for me, and I do this for. It's like we don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only person who needs to hear that is your wife, really. I mean, it's nice when they brag about you, though. But, like, you don't have to
God,
go on and on about
my
it.
girlfriend is wonderful. She does all these things. And my response is, yeah, you seem to have mistaken me for someone who gives a shit. What do you want from me? Congratulations.
What does that do
Wonderful.
for the
Yeah.
average guy in the world watching and listening to you? Nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've
It-
never heard my boyfriend brag about me.
Well, I didn't
Fuck
want to break it
you.
to you this hard.
No, I
but,
just-
I can hear a boyfriend in the background.
Yeah, I know. I said I never. He just told me. He's like, no. What I do is he's playing games with his boys, and then I'm like, "Do you want a sandwich, babe? Okay, mwah, I'll go get you one." And then I hear the eternal sadness of the forever alone people on the other side, and that I'm a bitch.
That cheers you
Damn.
up.
Damn.
That cheered you up. God, wow, Cedar, Jesus. God, toxic femininity.
Toxic femininity. I spoil my boyfriend to make other guys jealous.
Well, all
Yeah,
guys really want is a sandwich and some beer. So it really, once you girls figure that out, it's like, oh, that's
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, that's all you got
There
to
you
do.
go.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, there's a lot of oh, how wonderful my wife is. Yeah, no one gives a shit. To be brutally honest, 99% of the planet does not give a shit about you. So
Yeah, especially on
you know,
social media. That's just.
Yeah, even in your friends group, most of the people really don't give two flying fucks. To be honest, they're just like, no, we hang out because you're like interested to hang out with. I don't really care about the ins and outs of everything
you know
your
what?
significant other do.
Message
You're
coming
actually right. I
in.
just
Patching it through.
my chicks do it, but we just listen to be polite because we like to brag about ours. I really don't care about the others. Sometimes it's like, oh, but
There's been situations where I've been
allow each
on a
other to do
night out drinking, and one of our friends got a new girlfriend, and he's on and on and on, and I've literally gone, listen, we come here to drink, not to talk about you. Can we just like get on to what we're supposed to be doing? Because we've talked like nearly for an hour now about this damn girl, but none of us has met.
Oh, I mean, if you go on about an hour,
We'll make a decision when we meet her. I mean, if you can pay someone enough to pretend to be her.
Yeah.
yeah, well, if you're going on about an hour of anything, sorry, what'd you say?
Here's Taker 610. Meant as more of an imperative order, like my photo. This is probably more with women who have Instagram followers or Instagram accounts. They just want people to see them doing the thing they are attractive at. And that could be anything from jogging to standing there to just, doing nothing really. So it's...
They could be lounging in a pillow fort because they made the effort to put.
Yeah, no,
some
it's kind of
highlight on
funny
it.
if you counter women either on social media or certain kinds of other websites. It's like instead of filling out a profile, it's just here's my Instagram. Just go there. They have like 20,000 followers or 300,000 followers. It's like, oh, okay, you're whatever those influencers, whatever they're called.
Oh yeah, they're called influencers, and all the pictures of them pouting in the camera.
They have like food or cars or whatever. It's like, oh, so this is what you do. This is why you attract people. It's like,
Yeah, that's exactly how deep their personality goes. That should just be
Yeah.
taken as a sign.
Yeah.
Like I asked.
It's like this person, Tristan. I honestly believe his personality is as shallow as anything because he seems to think that. Well,
what happened here is that because he's popular in one way, he becomes popular in social media. He says, "What else can I do to say stuff that people might like to get more followers and more AdSense revenue or affiliate links or whatever he's selling, his book or whatever he's doing." And he's going to keep doing that, going in women's magazines, going on TED Talks, going on tour, whatever this stage of his life is, whatever you call that. That's all this is. And he just happened to latch on to, I'm a guy. I'm such a guy. I have to stop learning to be a guy. And I want to teach you about my journey of being less of a guy or whatever. Like, okay.
Wonder
Yeah.
if this is like the guy version of he based everything on his looks, on his outward appearance of things, and so suddenly he's finally having a crisis of identity that like that's not everything. That's not a whole ass person.
That would be hilarious.
Is it
If he
he went to a party once and someone said, "Boy, your personality's fucking boring," and he's like, "Oh my god, all I've got is my good looks and my chiseled chest."
well,
And a
midlife
local
crisis.
wife,
this
and, like,
is
I would want to talk to this guy. I don't find him very interesting.
this
like,
is what's going to happen
friendly,
to
but-
every male who gets married after a certain point of time. They start to philosophize. They start to think by themselves, like, what am I doing? Why is the wall white? Like, all these random questions will start entering your brain, and you're like, what is going on? And then he starts applying this and rationalizing it to his lifestyle, and I have to do stuff. I have to do something, and it's just this collection of thoughts that he's had, because all the thoughts he's had are from his working life of, I'm a model, I'm a heartthrob on TV, I'm a this guy, I'm a that guy.
My value is.
I can just imagine them going, "Why is the wall white? Is it to do with my toxic masculinity?" And someone goes, "No, bro, it's because that was the only tin of paint they had left in the shop."
He could have, he could have done.
It's not.
It bounces the natural light and makes you feel happy for staying in your fucking box for another goddamn year.
He could have done so many other positive things that would have helped men in general if he wants to affect men, like exercise. He seems to be very good into exercise. He could have done workout videos. He had his own program, his own training regiment. I think he tried to start that just as an experiment, but instead of that, he latched on to whatever this is. And
Yeah,
it's,
he took the wrong lesson.
Well, he obviously he got so big with it that a magazine contacted him as a game changer. Now they don't just randomly pick, I mean, probably some of them do, but they just
they don't do it out of nothing.
Yeah, so he's obviously must have done something with it. So instead of going, hang on, I'm actually helping men and helping them go through this. Oh no, I'm just going to say I'm not man enough. Well,
yeah, he's probably just doing the thing actually that he wanted to do, which was make some impact on men through the physical fitness, because physical fitness feels good.
Yeah.
It solves so many problems, and modern society is not physical enough. So it makes sense. I don't know.
Yeah.
I personally find just pumping weights boring as fuck. But I'll go.
Some people find it fun.
I can't run like on a track. I have to like run to a goal. Otherwise, I'm just bored. I don't know.
all right.
So men.
What is this?
What is going on?
I don't know.
I understand. Growing up, we tend to
That's a
challenge each other.
Thing.
We got to be the toughest, the strongest, the bravest men that we can be.
Yeah.
And for many of us, myself included, our identities are wrapped up in whether or not at the end of the day we feel like we're man enough.
Maybe that's a hang-up
But I got
of
a
yours.
challenge for all the guys, because men love challenges. I challenge you to see if you can use the same qualities that you feel make you a man to go deeper into yourself. Your strength.
Could you explain what the hell you're talking about now?
I think he's talking about converting the penis.
Oh,
Your bravery, your toughness. Can we redefine what those mean and use them to explore our hearts?
Fucking
Are you
with hearts
brave
again.
enough
Jesus fucking
to be
wept.
vulnerable?
Ugh.
To reach out to another man when you need help? To dive headfirst into your shame?
why does it have to be another man? Why can't you just ask for help?
Yeah. Why is
Because it's emotional labor if you try to ask a woman. We don't want to do that.
True.
It's emotional. Women are so demanding. Oh my god.
No, oh my god, you should hear these bitches in what they call emotional labor. Oh, that's another thing. That's a whole.
Yeah, but I'm just trying to think. It's just I went men, and then everyone just clapped like it was like a crappy 90s sitcom where the celebrity walks on.
I bet it's the women
then-
who started the clapping too.
Yeah, I honestly, I don't care
Actually,
for anybody in the audience.
When he panned over to it, I think I saw way more women in the crowd anyway.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
But-
obviously, only women get
And so women will clap at any negative man thing.
This is like talking to a person who's never read books, who's never actually studied philosophy, know anything about psychology, and saying, "Guys, you're so much guys, and your idea, guys, has to go into yourself to think about your feelings about guys." You're like, okay, or you could read thousands and thousands of years of male authors and poets and philosophers who have dealt with these issues, and maybe, I don't know, learn something from them. And this is every culture, every walk of life. We could talk about Aristotle. We could talk about Plato. Men. A big topic is Yukio Mishima, a gay man who committed suicide in Japan for his views on imperial Japan. I mean, if you want to learn about masculinity, that's the guy. He was I think he was 5'2". He's a really tall, short guy, but he was a male model. Like, he was really into masculinity. So there are lots of ways and lots of people to read about if you're having problems with understanding what you are, let alone who you are as a person. So this is not really a problem I've seen in the past 30 years.
Go into your heart. It's like, that's such a basic fucking bullshit sentence.
It's an empty platitude. It doesn't mean anything really.
It's from the gaze of masculinity, which I'm having problems with understanding, because there's nothing saying
of masculinity.
Yeah, there's nothing like, as children we're taught to suck it up, get better, endure the hardships, get through the problems you're dealing with, figure it out. Everything is push, go, go, go. But that's for girls too. That's also for girls. Just don't sit there and give up. You have to get through your problem. You have to learn. You have to study. You have to train.
The only difference is that we get a little cry in between there for getting up and going and doing it. It's cathartic.
Yeah, blokes have a little cry. It's just the fact that we just go, I don't want to, I'll have a cry when I need to have a cry, but I want to try and get this thing sorted out. There's nothing wrong with not showing emotion, because...
I think it's why we have to cry before we can solve it out. I don't know. I find that if I try to not do it and ignore that, I can't solve it. Have a good cry, I'm like, oh, okay, no, wait.
Yeah, there's, like, he's talking about, finding the gentleness in yourself or that kind of sentiment. It's like, that's fine, but what is the value of showing weakness? Tell me why being weak is ever going to help someone. I don't want a weak doctor. I don't want a weak therapist. I don't want a weak cook. I want the best, most egotistical son of a bitch who knows what it means to be a doctor, what it means to be a chef, and I want him to heal me or cook for me or whatever for me in the best way possible, because he is a specialist. And that includes manly men who are going to teach me about, I don't know, being muscular or being confident or lifting weights or whatever.
Yeah.
Is he...
Whatever it is.
Explaining, like, interpersonal to show weakness between just people? I mean, I guess, like...
Yeah, but if you've got to the point where you can't show even emotion to other people, there's serious problems beyond just find out who you... There's serious problems.
Think that's true. You're going to need a lot more help than his advice on a TED Talk if you're having trouble with that. Yeah. Honestly, if you're having trouble connecting with people, which is what it sounds like, is a connection issue, it's not going to be really solved by this platitude. You're going to have to go in and figure out what caused the issue.
Yeah.
So I think that's what he's talking about, is connecting and attachment issues, but he's putting it on all of men when it's just a section of people.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me. I don't know if you guys remember I don't know if you guys remember any of the controversy. Not controversy. The what's that video game? Persona 4. There was a character there called Kanji Tetsumi. He was a very masculine, like he was a rebel in school. I don't know, he hung around the bad guys or whatever, but he had a very soft side. He liked cute things. He liked making doilies and cute little toys and what have you. And if you go into because Persona is kind of those games where you go into the dark recesses of someone's mind.
Oh, yeah.
And in this case, he had this really homoerotic version of himself who is obviously very sexualized with guys. But in reality, once they conquer that, he's like, no, I just accept that side of myself. So he may in fact be gay, but that's not what his resolution was. His resolution was, I accept the fact that I like knitting and sewing and cute things. So this is what it sounds like. Like he wants men to identify with this softer, more feminine side to them. But I'm like, okay, that's great. But what if it's not there? What if guys don't have the same interests?
Like with me, he said, "Find your heart." Okay, my heart is I don't agree with any of this. I'm perfectly fine with the way I am. Am I not man enough? I do the exact opposite of what you do. So,
I guess I've never really heard of those messages of being like, well, you might not even have any feminine interest inside of you. In that sort of case,
it's just he seems to be projecting a lot of his own insecurities onto men, and it just feels a bit.
Yeah, it sounds like he has attachment issues, and he
Though
to bottle up all his issues, and he's projecting that out onto all other men, when this is actually a baggage of him that he's recently been learning to work out of.
I might know why he's doing this. He's recently had a son, hasn't he?
He did. This whole started when he.
So it could be that he's got some sort of insecurity about not being a good father figure to his kid.
Well, that's why he would be questioning his masculinity. I think that would be the only reason why he's doing it now instead of later.
Yeah. It does feel.
I'd probably face that like if I have a daughter. I'd like, fuck.
You know what? One of the greatest things I've learned growing up was that once you do something where women are attracted to, and it could be anything, and you don't know what it is, and they say, "Wow, that's really cool. I like that. Do that again." It's like, oh, okay. Now I know what works because a woman bothered to tell me what she finds attractive, and that will change your life as a guy. If you need,
this is a while to actually admit it, though.
It could be anything.
So that happened in high school.
I found that surprisingly but saying I'm a dad, women just swoon over that in my area.
They're
like rabid. They're like rabid for it.
Can raise their kids, man. Like the most attractive my boyfriend is when he's playing with his baby niece. It's a thing that people don't acknowledge in modern day, and I didn't really acknowledge until I got in a serious relationship, and I'm like, what the fuck? I guess biology still rules.
Time to get him some puppies. Oh my god.
It does.
But
I hate it.
But with like Smudge, I find that if you can make a girl laugh, then that's usually a good sign that you're doing something
that's
right.
Why men are funnier than women.
We have to be.
Just can't tell jokes anyway. So you know what?
I mean, I'm jokily challenged. Fucking damn it.
Yeah, you are. Yes. You know what? That's the truest statement you've ever made in front of me.
I am jokingly challenged.
Jokingly challenged.
Words hard help me, boys. Boys are funny. Ha ha. I like funny boys. They're good laugh.
Cedar does try really hard with jokes. She does try really, really hard, and we'll give her a little chuckle every so often.
Oh boy.
That's part of my charm.
All right,
pity chuckle.
Let's keep going with the femboy here.
Yeah.
Are you strong enough to be sensitive? To cry whether you are hurting or you're happy, even if it makes you look weak? Are you confident enough?
Why is that a good thing, though?
Crying in joy does not make you look weak.
This is okay. This is what he's telling men. Men, give in to your negative emotions and feel bad about yourself because, like, if you can go through life and bad things happen to you all the time, you've gotten used to it. You're not going to be bawling your eyes out every day. You're going to be like, oh, another bad thing has happened.
Yeah, exactly. I struggle to cry now because I've gone through a hell of a lot of things, and I've cried a lot. But the things that used to make me cry don't make me cry anymore.
And I don't think this is a problem. I think every guy is like, okay, I'm trying to avoid pain and bad scenarios as much as possible. And to do that, I have to be really good at what I do as an individual, whether in your work or your personal life, whatever that is. So that is a good rule to follow. And I don't think being more feminine is going to help that.
It's scary when a guy cries, honestly, because it really is. Once they start crying, it has to be pretty bad.
Yeah, with girls, it's a monthly event. I don't know why, but
girls ordering the wrong type of ice cream, and it's a 4-hour bowling session in front of their cats while they pour wine.
Look, okay, I know your baby mama had a shit pregnancy, but damn, that's what that sounds like. Which is, oh my god, that's just hormones. Oh my god, I get hormones.
Yes,
and
hormones.
It really does.
Hormones.
I mean, you can't.
Quotation marks. With my crazy ex, hormones. Yes, we'll call it that.
Hormones. Yes.
Oh,
yes, hormones that lasted 18 months after my son was born. Those hormones.
Hormones still go after birth. Maybe not 18 months. At least like 6. Afterbirth's fucking harsh on a woman, but
yes. But moving on from that, but yeah, he is just saying be negative. Why? Well, because I'm telling you in a TED talk to be negative.
It would be interesting if he was talking about the concept of catharsis, meaning you have to let negative emotions out, but he's not giving me any psychological reason why that's a good thing. He's just saying, why can't you do it? It's like, we don't need to. We were taught not to.
Literally,
there's no reason to.
Hi, I'm Justin Baldoni. Please cry.
Yeah.
Thank you for my TED talk. Then that's it.
To listen to the women in your life.
No. I don't want to, okay? I don't want to.
Okay, you know what this sounds like? This sounds like his wife is such a feminist. And he's like, yes, dear, yes, everything you say.
Oh, he's one of those guys. Oh.
That's what this sounds like now.
Listen to every single thing your wife says, even the stupid things. Just listen to him, because by God, have you ever felt your balls cracking in a woman's hands?
You better know it. No.
Yeah.
Maybe if it was like listen to your mother or
life.
Something like, like nurturing, like, oh yeah, because she is a mother and she loves you and she cares for you, and maybe she's not right, but you can figure that out by listening to her. You'd be like, all right, yeah, it's rational, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But did he say that?
Listen to her.
Active listening is good, but you don't have to be.
No, he didn't say that. Or like, listen, I love my mum. My mum's a lovely lady, but by God, she is wrong on a lot of topics. When she's right, I'll listen to her, but when she's wrong, it's just like, wow, okay, geez, I don't want to listen to that advice. That might be bad. It's like the time when my grandma represented my uncle in court. My uncle just pled guilty.
Oh my God!
Well, she started his defence with saying, "My son is the captain of the school football team," and my uncle stood up and went, "Your Honour, I plead guilty. Can we just get this over with?"
What is this?
Oh, it was something silly.
Like a misdemeanor. Oh my God!
No, there was a fight in a pub, and someone just got injured and was like pressing charges against it. This is
trouble. Aww.
This wasn't the first time. It was the 80s. It was a different time. My granddad and my dad and my other uncle were like, "No, don't do this. Don't do this. Don't do this." But she said, "Yes, I know some things," and yeah, it was just an embarrassment. So yeah, you don't have to listen to all women in your life.
You're right. Oh, this is funny. What would he say if your wife says, "Don't listen to this guy"?
Ooh.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Pay no attention to that.
To hear their ideas and their solutions, to hold their anguish, and actually believe them, even if what they're saying is against you.
Oh no.
No.
Believe all women.
Wait, hang on. So if my ex told me that I'm a fucking cunt, I got to believe them and think that she's right.
He just
No.
You don't listen to women.
he rephrased the believe all women trope, which is scary.
Yeah. I can't.
Women too. They can have bad intentions too. Honestly, I can't find a yes, dear. Oh, whatever you say, dear.
Oh my god! His wife is literally sat backstage with like a red laser dot.
Don't you go
on his
on me.
temple. Go in.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, carry on. Just
Doing it in
agree.
background.
Just agree to everything. This is ridiculous.
And will you be man enough to stand up to other men when you hear locker room talk? When you
Who cares?
What? Where is this coming from?
What does that have to do with that?
Look, would everyone shut the fuck up about grabbing by the pussy? Please, for the love of God.
Jesus.
Locker room talk? What does this have any? Which locker room?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, that girl's tits are big. Well, guess what girls do? Do you know how hard we thirst? It's just not in the locker room. It's on Tumblr, okay?
Wow, that girl's got a very nice rack. I'm going to stand up for that woman. She's got a wonderful personality. I don't care about her personality. I'm talking about her tits. What you?
Way to make the word personality sound derogatory, Hawk.
Yeah, it's what I did.
Oh, she has a nice personality.
Hmm.
You know, this is the equivalent of that lady I mentioned in the Sherlock Holmes article, where she suddenly just brought up Trump because he's toxic.
Oh Jesus! Don't say.
Ugh.
It's the same crap.
It's just
even
toxic.
when we're rid of Trump, they can't shut the.
But we're never going to be rid of Trump, no matter what they do. They need.
Well, it's not Trump. It's Trump derangement syndrome that I'm just.
Syndrome. Yeah, but they're just going to find someone else to fucking moan at and.
At least it was.
But locker room talk has existed since the dawn of time. When the first apes crawled down from the trees, they were talking about the flipping jiggly bits on, with their ape talk. It's not, fuck it.
It's just thirst talk, okay? Like, chicks be thirst talking too. Don't be so hypocritical. And it's fun. As long as you don't go up to that person and make them uncomfortable, because that's just decency to not go up and harass people and make them feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, but people make dark jokes and dark humor and uncomfortable jokes all the time in friends group. I mean,
in friends group, like
the
joke that you hate me. I know you only mildly tolerate me.
Okay.
But this is kind of like your mom like teaching you to be a good boy, and then telling their son to also teach others to be good boys.
Oh my God, there's nothing that pisses me off more than other peers my age when I was a kid trying to impart lessons on me. Like kids would try to tell me to don't swear. Oh my God, that got me so angry. Yeah, fuck that. No, you don't need to teach me shit. You're not my fucking parent. And then I'm like, get the fuck out of my face. I'll do what I want. You're not my dad.
Yeah. You're not my dad. You didn't go out for cigarettes and never return.
Hear stories of sexual harassment. When you hear your boys talking about grabbing ass or getting her drunk,
Christ.
you actually stand up and do something so that one day we don't have to live in a world where a woman has to risk everything and come forward to say the words "me too."
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, no.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Clout.
This is serious stuff.
Yeah.
I've had to take a real honest look at the ways that I've unconsciously been hurting the women in my life.
Unconsciously.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
It's ugly.
Paging Dr. Freud. No.
I wonder if he's going to give an example.
You cannot unconsciously do something. I'm very sorry, but by definition, you cannot actively, consciously do something that your unconscious is then
consciously doing.
Does he mean accidentally?
Yes, probably.
Is that what he?
No, it's not even me. No, he's not even me. You did know when you played Photography Rapist #1, that was a role. You didn't need to do,
Oh my God.
nothing there.
Okay, apparently we've detected copyrighted audio in our stream because of the clapping? What?
What?
What the
What?
fuck?
I don't
Did
know.
it get taken down?
No, it's not taken down, but it's a warning on YouTube. And I'm like, what the heck did we do?
Wait. We got a copyright strike for the sound of the
No.
applause.
It's a
Does that
warning.
mean that is a sound bite that was taken from somewhere else that no one's actually applauding? That would be funny. They had to add the applause.
Wow.
I can't think of anything else we've said.
Chads don't have to virtue signal, right?
Yeah, well. Well,
This is, but this whole thing is just he just wanted that Me Too movement, and it's a bit like saying, oh, I'd
fine.
like to, fuck that girl. Is that you?
You go, girl.
I don't even know what to say about it. It's just bollocks. It's just all the fucking bollocks.
It's just
This whole Me Too thing is just literally. Oh, I had sex with somebody. I regret that now because he wasn't as good looking as I thought he was. How can I get the most virtue
Not
signal
necessarily.
online?
Hollywood
Come
is
on.
actually sexually exploitative, but then it was co-opted by people who are like, "Oh, I regret sex." There is a problem.
Oh yeah, but that's a problem.
Of sexual
Oh,
exploitation. Just to say that isn't real, and that Me Too wasn't.
Oh, did I?
The main founder was dubious, but the people who came out after that were empowered by it, that's a legit thing.
all right. Well,
Yeah, but the thing.
I might stop this if we get another one of those alerts because it's getting silly. But let's just see if we can keep going without getting alarmed.
Okay, let's see if we can finish.
Well,
this.
My wife told me that I had been acting in a certain way that hurt her and not correcting it. Basically, sometimes when she would go to speak, at home or in public, I would just cut her off mid-sentence and finish her thought for her. It's awful.
Welcome to the human race, buddy. Welcome to Talking to Women 101.
You sometimes. Well, first of all, how?
Darling, honey, shut the hell up. Please. You've been talking for 10 minutes straight about nothing. Please get to a point.
This is literally him. My wife has told me to stand up here and apologise to her.
What? Oh my god.
This is just literally my wife had a go at me yesterday, so I've got to look like I care.
Oh my god!
Apologise.
There's an error. Your stream has been temporarily blocked because we detected copyright audio and video.
What?
For the clap?
I don't know. Oh, it's unavailable. We got taken down. Oh my god.
Oh my god! No! Wow! Oh my god! Well, this TED Talk? Really?
Was the soy too strong?
I don't know. This is amazing. This has never happened to me before.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Bruh moment. The whole chat is just Fs. So, I guess we done. It's not like a temp thing. The stream's just done.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
The audio?
Wow.
Were they using fake clapping?
Wait. Now it says your stream is no longer being blocked due to copyright issues. Now it's green. Oh, now we're back.
That's good.
Now
we're back. Oh, okay. We'll just keep. So anyway, since we were blocked and stopped, I think we should stop talking about that group of women. They don't have rights. So let's just move on.
Maybe that's honest to God, that might have been what it was. But like, I was defending Me Too. What the fuck?
It doesn't. If it's copyright stuff, it's not going to be the Me Too thing. Could it be that they said? No, I don't know.
Maybe this part of his TED Talk was taken, and someone else used it, and then they put a copyright to it because he's popular.
Like the Italians trying to copyright
Jackbox, yeah.
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 Let me try to decrease the volume. Maybe that'll help.
Just play some.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe there's really not much else I could do aside from put some other audio and video on top of this.
Okay.
Well, let's see. We got 4 minutes left.
Yeah.
The worst part was that I was completely unaware when I was doing it. It was unconscious.
It was unconscious.
Yeah.
Can you see the problem with what he just said?
Yeah, it was unconscious. Well, you're doing a good job talking when you're unconscious.
The unconscious side of my psyche was saying bad things to my wife. I was totally unaware. I was like, what?
People just don't remember meanings of words.
Honey, it's not my fault. It's my unconscious. It's like, what?
Yeah, but if no offense, but if you're letting your wife speak or letting your girlfriend speak, if she starts saying, you know who really annoys me, and you go, whoa, come on, like, let's not bring those people. Like, that's not bad. You can interrupt your partner if they're going to say something bad, or if it's not.
Maybe he's talking about, like, they're explaining maybe a plan, and so she was like, oh, we're gonna go over to Jeffrey's house and have dinner or whatever, and maybe he cuts in the middle of that sentences and finishes it off.
Yeah, but when she says, oh, we're going over at 7 p.m. and he goes, oh no, it's actually 6 p.m. That's not,
I don't think it's correction. I think it's the same exact information.
Well, I would say this is more of a feminine thing or a girl thing, that they just don't shut up, and you just like
yes,
like
yes, I mean, that is true.
You're sharing something with me that I don't need to know and I never asked for, and you just keep going, and you're like angry when I don't pay attention, and you're like, why?
Oh yeah. Oh, my ex could literally have a problem that you could tell someone in 5 minutes, and 4 hours later I'd still be sat there going, what is it? What is the actual problem? I don't know. What do you want from me? It's they can. Yeah, some people can just talk and talk and talk and talk and talk.
Yeah, I can't even deny that.
Here is
also women. Conversations with your partner at 2:00 in the morning. Why? Why? So
we'd like to talk to you. Jesus. Sorry for being interested in you.
2:00. Yeah, 2:00 in the morning. When I was asleep and now I'm awake.
I've only done that at the start of a relationship, and it's just infatuation. And
message coming in.
Spend as much time as possible.
Just sleep.
I don't know.
2:00 in the morning. I don't care about what curtains we should buy tomorrow. Not interested at all. I want to go to sleep.
But I want your input, because I want it to be your house too.
You can have my input at 8:00 in the morning when we're getting up to go.
Here is Taker 610. Smud, I demand that you cry and share your feelings when guests are talking, when you're trying to read super chats, especially when they don't mean to.
How do you feel about that,
Stop
Smud?
talking over me. Yeah, okay. I want to read a super chat.
It's okay. She's just a bitch. The super chats don't matter. You don't need that bitch. You just gotta go out and be a beautiful woman.
Toxic. Was it toxic modality or something like that?
That sounds like a sexuality.
Modality.
Someone made a branch version of Mortal Kombat. It's like, yeah, let's put some adult content in here.
Yes,
modality. Mark, get on it. Get on the video. Do it.
Yeah. Toxic modality, all it is like a 18-foot dildo that just gets repeatedly whacked over someone's head.
Oh. I'll take a little of that
Here
toxicity.
I am, trying to be a feminist, amplifying the voices of women around the world, and yet at home, I am using my louder voice to silence the woman I love the most.
Oh, shut up.
So I had to ask myself a tough question. Am I man enough
gay?
to just shut the hell up and listen?
Oh, God.
Oh, my God. Okay, first off, was he some crazy talkative dude with his personal life? Like, maybe that's a thing. It is possible.
I mean, it's fair to take into account something that your partner says upsets them. And to come back with maybe like, oh, well, sometimes you take forever to get the point and it wastes time. And that's frustrating. And that's a conversation. But
let's think in terms of
Say,
what would.
oh, I'm just gonna shut the fuck up. No.
Yeah, let's
like,
think in terms of like would his wife criticize his masculinity? Like you spend too much time. Again, your stream has been temporarily blocked because we detected copyright audio and video. Okay.
Is it the clapping? Oh my god, they're not actually clapping for him or something? I swear to God. Maybe you just need to. You hear it, and then you need to just silence it.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll pause it more often. I don't know. It's just getting silly.
Live from an empty room, it's TED Talk. We can add fake crowd later, woke win. We can wait this out a little bit.
Yeah, I know.
You're so close to being done with the video.
I'm just surprised how far we've got into it before they've started just hitting. Is this part like on different channels then?
I wonder if you can like reverse.
Okay, so it didn't go down for just me, right?
No, it's down. We think it's
blocked,
something with the clapping that is copyrighted, or maybe it's just this section, like this ending section, because this is where he's spouting his most wokeness.
There we go.
So I wouldn't be surprised if other things.
All right, now we're back.
Yeah.
It could be the video content. It could be the audio content. I don't know. I'm not being told. So
I think it's that someone else took his wokeness and was
I think
content and then copyrighted it.
Yeah, I think probably someone else has taken this section of the video.
Okay, so I'm gonna put Liara up there, and we're just gonna listen to the audio just to eliminate variables. Okay, so Liara's back.
Yeah, because if it gets taken.
And
why don't you just get a picture of Iron Bull and Dorian?
That says stream offline, so when they reload the page, they have to watch another ad.
Yes.
Oh damn it.
Anyway, let's keep going.
There's Liara, objectively.
Yeah, let's just see. Yeah, let's just see what it.
Worst girl.
Hey.
Message coming in.
That didn't get an applause.
Patching it through.
Yeah.
She with her lesbian shit.
Guys, this is real. And I'm just scratching the surface here because the deeper we go, the uglier it gets. I guarantee you. I don't have time to get into porn and violence against women.
What does that have anything to do?
Jesus Christ! What the?
Okay, what does that have to do with this?
Dominated and degraded in porn, okay? It's just hot. Stop philosophizing it.
Okay,
also,
with the core
heads
idea
up,
of what you're talking about.
A lot of women watch porn.
Yeah, I watch porn. I watch the stuff feminists call degrading. It's hot. And guess what? A lot of other women do too.
Yeah, but my question is, it's like, within the context and the purpose of what you were trying to say about not being man enough, what do you think you're going to accomplish by stating this? I mean...
I don't know what he wants. He's just gone all over the place. He's not really given a definition of what it is to be man enough or to be a man. To be honest with you, he's just gone from feminist point to feminist point, and it's just.
Oh my god, this guy nailed it on the head. Notice how he's gone from men need to open up to men need to shut up and listen to women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk about your feelings, but shut the hell up.
Yeah, okay, sometimes you can have an annoying habit of talking over people if you grew up in a family environment where you have to yell the loudest to get attention, but like that's not a male thing. Yeah, Hawk, shut the fuck up and listen to me. I'm glad you took the lesson to heart.
Of domestic duties or the gender pay gap.
Oh boy. The gender pay gap.
Where's shoe on heads button? I need my own.
Wait, what did I just miss then? Because I was trying to get back
someone
into
press
Discord.
the summon shoe on head button.
What he just said? He mentioned the wage.
He mentioned the wage gap.
Well, but that thing that doesn't exist.
Yeah, exactly.
But he's admitted
it does exist in your realm. That's called illegal.
You
can report it.
He's admitted he's a feminist, so that's
again. You don't accomplish anything simply by bringing it up, though.
Yeah, he's just name dropping it.
Exactly.
Because
the wage gap. Okay, can you explain the wage gap?
Yeah,
no, just the wage gap.
Apparently, this has everything to do with toxic masculinity.
Yeah, we've really lost the script. We're all the way on the fucking women aren't paid enough. Like, I mean,
he went from talking about his dad to the wage gap, so we've fucking lost where we are.
Yeah. I mean, you can make a path to it, but he hasn't done it, and not that path would even be correct. And saying that the pay gap,
what wage gap? 99% of the times when women say about the wage gap, it's because they go, well, that bloke worked 40 hours and I only worked 37 and he's getting paid more than me. Well, yeah, he's done 40 hours compared to your 37. Yeah, but that's not fair.
I don't want to work. Wait, 37. I don't want to work overtime. I work my 40 fucking hours and I go the fuck home and I block my boss's phone number when I'm not working hours.
Yeah.
I don't do that, but I completely ignore it. And he texts me like 8 p.m. on a Sunday night about something at work, and I'm like, "Don't you have hobbies?"
Yeah.
I'm really chill with my boss, so I can do that shit.
Don't complain if you work as like in admin and you're not getting paid the same as someone who's a CEO. That's not a wage gap. That's just the fact that you cannot as high up.
Maybe you're just not as skilled as them. Like if there's an issue, you can go and solve it. The law is on your side. The rightness is on your side. You just have to make an argument whether or not you're worth that.
I find a lot of the people who complain about it is women who start a new job and they complain that a man who's been there for say 5 years longer has a higher wage than them. It's like, yeah, he's worked here for 5 years. He's moved up the wage system. Yeah.
Another thing that happens is women are very good at negotiating salaries from themselves because they are usually I find a lot of high achieving women have imposter syndrome. They don't feel like they're worth it until they see other people who may not be as skilled as them get paid more because they had at least the audacity to try to negotiate higher. And that is definitely like a thing in my field with graphic designers and whatnot.
Also, blokes are really good at haggling and bargaining with stuff because
I feel like it's rude. It's hard.
Yeah, but the best way to haggle is say if the job's worth like say 100 grand, you'll say I'll do it for 200, and then you'll get the person to say no 150. Like cheers, I'll do it. You didn't want the 200 grand, you wanted the 150. That's how a lot of guys do it. While women will try to haggle around the.
I was taught by my dad to haggle. I still just can't get over the people pleaser, and in general, women are kind of over general taught to be more accommodating.
Say something's worth 50, but you only want to spend 30. Just go down to 20, and then it's like, oh, we'll do it 30. Yeah, great. That's what I wanted.
All right, let's keep going.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But I believe that as men, it's time we start to see past our privilege and recognize that we are not just part of the problem, fellas. We are the problem.
Fucking
the glass
privilege.
Ceiling exists because we put it there.
Oh, gee.
And if we want to be a part of the solution, then words are no longer enough.
The final solution?
Wait, words are no longer enough. What are you going to do then? What the fuck are you going to do, mate?
It says that the world of humanity is possessed of two wings, the male and the female. So long as these two wings are not equivalent in strength, the bird will not fly.
Oh my God.
Abdul Labar. What the fuck?
On behalf of men all over the world,
that's like similar to me, the sun. He just said hope is like the sun.
Yeah.
For all the ways that we have not relied on your strength.
Oh, shut up.
And now I would like to ask you to formally help us, because we cannot do this alone.
Wait,
we are men. We're going to mess up. We're going to say the wrong thing. We're going to be toned
deaf.
Stereotypes. Wow, stereotypes.
Fucking
stereotypes.
Soy boy.
We're only here because of you.
What?
Yeah, and you should be shoved back up your mother's
uterus. Allies as you fight against pretty much everything.
So do men.
We need your help in celebrating our vulnerability.
Yes, please.
And being patient with us as we make this very, very long journey from our heads to our hearts.
Oh,
and finally to parents. Instead of teaching our children to be brave boys or pretty girls, can we maybe just teach them how to be good humans?
Oh boy.
Oh, wow.
Growing up,
Yeah, it's a little something
like every
called
boy,
common
I had my fair
sense,
share
you
of this shit.
jackass.
That's not even
That's-
the
Now I
negative
realize that it was
version
even
of what
thanks to
women
his
are taught to
sensitivity
be
and emotional
when
intelligence
we're young girls.
that I'm able to stand here right now talking
trying to be
you in the first
pretty?
place.
Well, it's not
The
that
resentment
it's
I had for
not
my
to
dad,
be pretty. It's that
I
that's
now realize
not
had nothing to do with him.
the
It had everything
negative
to
thing
do
that
with
we're
me.
taught.
And
The
my
negative thing that
longing
we're taught
to be
is to
accepted.
be
To play a
What's wrong with being
role
a
that was
what's
never
wrong
meant
with
for
being a
me.
brave boy?
Guys, if you want to talk,
enabling.
pause the
That's-
video.
Sorry.
If you want to talk, pause the video, please.
There's nothing wrong with being pretty. He just doesn't
Yeah,
know what
this-
he's talking about women and how to grow up and then
This, honestly, I was just trying to let the whole thing just run out because he's literally just talking bullshit at this point in time.
yeah, he's just virtue signaling. It just
Yeah.
for some reason this mass virtue signaling is making me very angry.
He
Okay,
Oh,
let's let
Jesus.
him run out.
I'll
I'll let him run
sorry,
out.
I'm just done.
Hopefully, I'm putting nice, attractive photos to you guys to look at on the screen. So anyway, Taker610 has donated $2. Thank you, sir. This guy is literally bad feminist arguments wrapped up in a man, so men will listen to it. I don't think men actually will. They're more interested in whatever exercise routine he did. That's how little respect.
I'm not interested in any words he said.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's how little
they're
respect.
not interested in his feminist thing. It's the fact that he's saying feminist thing that makes them feel good about they're thirsty. Remember how we were talking about how women find men attractive, but they're mad about it because their feminism says that they shouldn't? Well, the fact that he spouts feminist shit makes it okay for them to thirst after. So that's why they go after it, is because they are sexually pleased and they are, I don't know, morally, and their fake morals.
Ideologically.
appeased. So that's what that is. They
Ideologically.
don't really care about what he says. He just says the right things, TM.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he's a pretty boy. So yeah, he's gonna get a lot of women. I mean, I don't find him attractive.
Yeah, he's still gonna get those women that just listen to him because he's hot.
I like burly lumberjack men. That's what I like. Yeah, that's him.
That's how little respect that
When's the last
we
time you
have.
cut down a tree?
Oh,
Be man.
that's how little respect that we have from these feminist types. Let me get this twat up on stage to relate to the everyman. I would love to see him talk to just a guy.
Bullshit.
And just like, dude, like, why are you asking me to identify with my female side? What the hell are you even asking? What does that mean?
Yeah.
He doesn't even know what that means. He sounds so
Identify with your female side and come out with your emotions, but also shut up
sure
and
he's
listen to
a
the women in your
nice
life.
guy and all.
No. What? No.
But what
Okay,
could he
you
talk
wouldn't.
about besides working out and like?
Also,
chicks
I love the
hanging
fact
out
that
with his
he went onto the wage gap, the glass ceiling, and he went, "Words won't work. We need more." It's like, well, what? What are you saying we should do then?
You're gonna
because-
donate your salary to your less known coworkers?
Yeah,
that are
what are you going to do?
not as good
What are you
as
going to do?
actors?
Come up to me, come straight up to my face and cry? Oh no, that's really going to make me change my ideas of stuff.
I need a good fucking cry now.
What a wet fish this bloke is, for God's.
Really though, yeah. What a wet
Oh, my dad
sandwich.
may have not taught me how to use my hands.
You
He
definitely
did
told
teach me how
that.
to use my heart. And to me, that makes him more of a man than anything.
Oh my god.
Thank you.
Oh, because this was the equivalent of a guy gushing about his family, and he started with his dad, worked his way to his wife. By the way, my wife made me a feminist. I have all these wonderful things to say about feminism, and then back to his dad.
This is legitimately what you were talking about, Hawk, where the dude in the pub that won't shut up about his girlfriend for an hour. That's all this TED Talk was.
Yeah, I can fucking tell these people out. Listen to Hawk. Hawk knows I'll have to sit through a hell of a lot of bad things.
Oh, thanks,
I'm
Matthew,
wise in
for
the
the
world and
plug.
stuff. Yeah, but no, but one thing that did annoy me, it was like, women, you're the only reason why we're here. It's like, beg your fucking pardon? Do you not know how biology works?
Takes two to tango.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, I mean, motherhood's really rough, but like, it doesn't really need this fucking
Don't
memorization.
don't come to me and saying mums are always there with stuff. My son doesn't even know who his mum is, so
I'm not even saying emotionally. I'm just thinking of
yeah.
birth
Yeah,
itself.
but I'm just saying that. So when guys like this say, "Oh, women, we wouldn't be here without," no. You've just completely thrown aside the father. Thank you very much. Cheers. Thanks. I think you're a cunt.
Yeah,
You can't.
the fact that a lot of society's issues currently are because of fatherlessness.
Mm-hmm.
And
it just seemed to be like you said. He just saying about his wife, how his wife's wonderful, how his dad's. I don't even know. I forgot what his dad did. He didn't teach him how to hunt. I can't remember.
He didn't teach him. Yeah, exactly.
Was he the janitor? No, that was his granddad was the janitor.
Oh, it was his granddad, supposedly. But yeah, this just... What a pathetic little soy boy just tried to say I'm not man enough just because... Shit, I don't even know. He just went off on a tangent. I don't even... What is it to be... I'm done trying to be man enough. You didn't explain what it is to be a man.
Yeah.
I still don't know what it is to be his version of what a man is. And from the sounds of it, you were never man enough. To begin with, it sounds like you were just crying all the way through your whole life.
Yeah,
It is.
It sounds like you need to go to therapy, bud, to work out some of these issues that you have about your identity crisis.
Yeah.
Like, didn't someone say, like, describe masculinity about, like, the narrative of being a hero, and, like, that was the important thing? Like, what would you, men in this chat, describe masculinity to be in the shortest words you can? Just for curiosity's sake, unless that's too big of a question to do quickly.
I haven't got a clue.
I mean, that's pretty fair.
Well,
that's why this is a big philosophical question throughout all of humanity.
I just think there's just too much to it.
Yeah.
Like it's like to answer it in like a few words. No, you just can't.
Yeah, that's pretty fair.
Yeah,
not without like stereotyping. Like, I'm trying to think the equivalent for women. I'm like, nurture? I don't know. Not entirely. There's so many different facets to it, and there's so many different type of women.
Exactly.
That have all useful.
Matthews, why have you got a hashtag blame Hawk in the chat? Why? I just scrolled back. Why is it always? Why is it always my fault? Oh well.
I was about to say, the hell does Hawk have to do with that?
I don't know what it is, but I'm using it forever now.
Well, damn it.
Yeah, but he's just oh, thanks, Cedar. No, he just went on a massive tangent. He didn't actually know what he was talking about. He was just hitting those feminist points constantly, and it was just.
I think he was. I think this was.
It's like what Smud said. It's the same shit we hear all the time. We're not interested anymore, but it's all bollocks. It means nothing.
I think he
was just pissing out complaints like it was nothing.
Oh, maybe he is a woman then.
Yeah. Just went on and on about all the same shit that like we said, we've already heard, we've already gone through this, and it's like, evidence, show us evidence of that. This is bad. No, nothing. I just keep saying this. The glass ceiling. Show us evidence of the glass ceiling then, of the wage gap. No, I'm just gonna. Oh, it's blame Hawk equals kick J maybe. Well,
I'm gonna quote. I'm gonna quote Yukio Mishima. This is in his book, The Sound of Waves, where he's trying to explain what it means to be a man to these other people in Okinawa, because they're fishermen, and there's this big storm that came, and this one guy decided to go out into the boat and get the anchor, and so the boat could be freed and save all his friends. Mm-hmm. And the solution he came, or the elder says, the only thing that really counts in a man is his get up and go. If he's got get up and go, he's a real man, and those are the kind of men we need here on Utajima. Family and money are all secondary. Don't you think so, Mistress Lighthouse Keeper? And that's what he's got, Shinji, the get up and go. And he's talking about this guy who fell in love with this lighthouse keeper's daughter, and he was considered manly because he managed to woo this very attractive girl that no one else could get, and he tried and tried, and he never gave up. And he was the guy who pulled out that anchor from At least I think it was the anchor from the boat when it was stuck. So
Yeah.
that's from his world of what it means to be a man, and I think that's a pretty beautiful thing. I'm sure that's not the only thing, but
That though.
yeah.
It's definitely not.
That's very encompassing without falling into a stereotype, and it really describes something I haven't heard described before.
So we have authors,
Message
we
coming
have
in.
philosophers, we
Patching
have
it through.
all these wonderful dead men that are here to teach us what it means to be whatever.
Yeah.
And
Sorry,
all
I didn't mean to laugh at that, but it's just the way they went. We've got all these wonderful dead men. It's like, oh, okay.
oh yeah, the majority of books you read, the majority of books you read in your life are from dead white guys. This one happens to be a dead Japanese guy, but same idea. So it's funny that this guy didn't bother to have that philosophical look or the actual meaning behind the words he's trying to share. It's more or less a philosophy of feminism, which is like what, fourth wave or whatever stage is at now.
Oh, it's fourth wave right now.
And didn't bother.
Fourth wave feminism is just blame everything.
Yeah, didn't bother to look at what that meant and what he's trying to do. Because if you actually looked at men and stories about men and what men have done and what it means to be a male or a father or an adult male, you'll find all sorts of examples that are much better than this, much clearer than this.
Yeah.
So they're out there, guys. Find your own logic and reason. Their books are beautiful. Read them. Talk to people. Buy someone a beer if you're feeling bad. Guess what? You're going to feel better about yourself. So
yeah,
it's
Here's the thing. You can talk to someone over a beer without breaking into tears, and you'll
Message
probably
coming
solve
in.
some of your problems.
Patching it through.
when you try and help others, you end up helping yourself. What a great, wonderful lesson in life. So
Yeah. Or just get so shit faced you forget all your problems.
that's the other side of buying beer. Yeah.
Drink a lot because that's a great idea. Remember, kids, alcohol's a depressant. You're gonna feel worse if you drink.
But if you do, just make sure to drink a lot of water.
Yeah, there you go. Oh yeah, just drink a lot of water with it. That's why.
Only
Or just
toxic
admit it, smoke weed.
females say that.
No, shut the fuck up. Only males don't have friends and gotta cry into their beers.
Yeah.
Yeah, alcohol is universal.
Yeah. But yeah,
Except
like
for
I
the
said,
ways tequila the way things.
going back to the video. Yeah, it was just feminist crap.
It was him clout whoring. That's the whole point of the thing.
It was definitely clout whoring.
It was
I just seen
him
someone
talking about how great his wife and his dad is, and then the rest was clout whoring.
Mm-hmm.
because we just said stage 4 feminism. Someone's called it end stage or terminal feminism.
Yeah, like the second half of the video is just mostly like the same old tired ass virtual signaling that we've been suffering for the past 4 years.
Yep.
Damn.
Absolute. He added nothing at the end, and
he really didn't.
So it must have been. To be honest with you, it must have been the picture then, the actual video that was getting your stream blocked.
That's the only conclusion we can come to because I covered it up, but I don't know why. Strange.
Even though we went through half of it perfectly fine.
Yeah.
I bet it's with all of that feminist bullshit that someone had to have taken it.
Yeah.
I think that's all it is.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, hey ho, we got through that piece of crap. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Eve.
What are we gonna do?
No, Merry Christmas Eve. Not yet.
Yeah, Merry Christmas
Merry
Eve.
Christmas Eve.
Eve.
What are you on
Yeah,
about?
Eve.
What do you mean not Eve? It's Christmas Eve here.
Fuck you and you living in a different time zone.
I live in
8
the
PM
future.
here.
I live in the future. Ooh.
No, yeah, for me it's Eve. I'm 3 hours away from Christmas Eve.
I am an hour and a half into Christmas Eve. It's amazing.
I would have to it.
We've got flying cars and
I think
everything.
Smud and I are in Eastern. That's all that matters is Smud's time zone. Everyone else is false.
Yeah.
It's just fake numbers. Fake
When
news.
when Smud goes, we're going to do it at 5 p.m. Eastern time. Is that all right? And there's me going, I'm in danger.
Oh God. Well, we're gonna do Smud game night after this.
No, it's kind of late for that. I gotta do some writing.
Yeah.
Other stuff.
Oh, that's
Cedar,
well.
do
Next
you not hear me?
time,
Do you not hear me say it's 1:30 in the morning for me?
I know you sleep during the day. I know you don't do shit till the night.
don't let everyone else know that.
Don't let the IRS find that out.
I know you haven't seen
Yeah.
the sun in at least 3 months.
Oh.
That is true, but that's mainly because I live in Britain and the
Oh,
sun's
yeah.
barely here.
No, next
What?
time. Next.
That is a
game
really good
night-
picture you just put up on
Oh,
the stream.
damn.
Smud.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's fun. Ho ho ho, Merry Commander.
What you didn't know is that the Reaper invasion happened on Christmas, and
Yeah.
and Harbinger shot Santa's sleigh down.
So was Star Child actually an elf?
Assuming direct ho ho ho.
Well, next game night, I just bought myself Jackbox for Christmas, and so that we'll play Champed Up.
Oh, cool.
I'll join for that.
Oh yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be great.
Okay, if we're doing it on Smuds, it's no penises.
What is?
Smud.
First rule.
What are we talking about?
Oh,
Oh,
it's
you've
Jackbox
seen
drawing
He
game?
hasn't even been here for this entire time we've been talking about it. Damn.
yeah. You've seen like the EFAP crew play Jackbox. I assume.
I don't
Champed
believe so. I do know there are multiple games, so I don't know what I saw. That's possible.
Yeah, the party packs.
Oh yeah, so it's a party
Yeah.
game with a lot of little games that can hold up to I think about 8 people, but it's really good about adding in the audience. So the audience can come in and vote on whatever funny things that whoever's playing inputs.
Yeah.
So it will be a lot more. It can be engaged with people who are just in the
Yeah,
chat.
yeah. It's I think usually at least 8. It sometimes goes over that, and then the audience I think is pretty much limitless.
Yeah, there's a limitless
Well,
audience.
if you guys want to do a game night with someone else hosting, I could totally stream it. That's totally fine.
Okay, yeah.
Alright,
I'd
yeah.
probably have to host it
Yeah,
offline
yeah.
since I own the game and it has all of the important information going through mine.
Yeah, and a lot of the games from the Jackbox party packs are pretty easy to understand too.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Well,
But yeah, one of the drawing ones is if we're going to do that, we're going to have to make a few rule changes to what we usually have.
No, that one I won't join because I can't draw for shit.
Message coming in.
That's what makes it fun.
Yeah, because we ended up drawing Adolf Williams and some.
Oh no, I remember that. Oh no.
Just the name,
Which-
I can only imagine how disastrous that was.
You got our stream taken down.
No,
Of
that
course it did.
that was the Italians that did it. I mean, I play my trump
Yeah.
card every time, which is Smud Boy with a steak, and that just
Yeah, that does actually surprisingly win a lot.
it does. It doesn't matter what the prompt is.
I was splotched.
as much as I love
Yeah.
eating, steak is not my favorite thing. It's just a good analogy because of what I do with writing. So,
It's just funny.
All right.
yeah, that's fine.
What is your favorite food then?
I don't really have a favorite food. I probably have like a cuisine I go to more, but not lately because it's hard to get.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's
For me,
close.
pizza.
So
Yeah, but I usually go for the French cuisine and everything in between in the European realm. So it could be Ukrainian sometimes, or Italian, or Spanish. Spanish is pretty great, but even Middle Eastern is fantastic. Like there's so many wonderful Middle Eastern countries that like you don't even know the spice combinations. Like a salad could be nuts and spices and fruit, and you're like, that's a salad, really?
Oh wow.
So it's pretty amazing to try out new things, at least in downtown Toronto, because we have a wide variety of restaurants. If you look at the top 100 restaurants in Canada, I don't know who does all these lists or how they are able to grade them, but the majority are in Toronto. There's almost the same amount in Montreal, and parts of Quebec and what have you. So Toronto has been really good, at least the past few years. Not this year, of course, for restaurants.
For obvious reasons.
Yeah. So.
Well, let's hope they survive. Enough for more people to
The
try out.
ones that I love are still around. I don't know how they're surviving, but they are. So that's good.
Yeah.
But the little ones, the ones that have been there for a few years, they're gone. Yeah.
Yeah.
There has to be some light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah.
This is reality, bro. Nah.
It's a metaphor.
Yeah. Well, anyway, thanks guys for tuning in and listening to us ramble. Surprisingly, we got none of the alumni from the Smudcast to pop in for whatever reason. I guess they just didn't want to talk about guys because guys are icky. So
yeah, pretty. It's talking about guys, pretty gay. I mean,
it is kind of gay.
Does that mean everyone on this cast right now is gay?
We are now.
Yeah,
No.
sure. Go on then. Here we are now.
You are now. You got touch with the gay, dude. You're infected.
No, I'm not. No, not me.
I'm not
that's
gay.
Only the most gay.
I'm not gay. I'm not gay.
I'm not good. No.
I'm not gay. I'm not gay, but other guy was sucking me off. I'm not gay.
Do you have some super chats to go over? before
Yeah. Okay. Spielmann, I hate this guy. Spielmann, nothing. Spielmann, gay, pay gap, boy. Ultimate fatty, hail
I'm
squirt.
Squat.
Who's squirt?
Hail sport.
Hail
Sport?
sport.
It's something from EFAP.
Yeah.
Drawing from EFAP.
Message coming
yeah.
in.
Memes, damn.
Patching it through.
Okay, I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Moroccan cuisine is great. Yes, I've had Moroccan. It's actually not bad.
Mhm. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Little
it's good.
little
Yeah,
dangerous
it's
on the
alright, yeah.
desserts, but yeah, they're good.
I had a really great Indian place open up a while ago. It's pretty good. It's not anything like Moroccan, but
Cool. All right, guys. Well, that.
Oh yeah, I have to remember. Yeah, I'm not gay. I'm bisexual because I've got purple, which is a bisexual lighting. So yeah, I have to remember that.
You should change your background to be purple.
I'll do it.
Oh, I'll have to. I'll do it. I'll do it after the Christmas period's over because this is my Christmassy avatar.
Or just put the
I-
famous line, "I want to be a
yeah.
dragon." That would be the best.
You
in
want a
your-
dragon?
Yeah.
You want a dragon
I want
icon?
to be a dragon.
I want to be a dragon.
I want to be a dragon.
Ask it, it shall be done. I'm doing it now.
Just find the
Yeah.
quote and copy and paste it into your avatar there.
No, it's just
Yeah,
because
no, yeah,
it's
because
just
it's
gonna be
yeah,
Commander
'cause it's like
Shepard head.
no, it's it's a hawk thing from Dragon Age 2. Yeah, teach me to be
Oh,
a dragon.
right.
That could be useful. Only when you fall can you learn how to fly. Good advice from someone who can turn into a dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Dragon Age 2. There are small gems in it, very small gems.
It's like a breadcrumb path of gems. Like you have to make them though. You have to always choose middle of the road. It's like okay, yeah. It's fun that way. Always bring.
Yeah.
Who are the two? You have to bring Isabella and Varric with you all the time, and whoever else you like, and you'll have a great fun time. You'll be good.
Yeah,
Chris is actually pretty funny.
He's funny.
Because
Yeah, he is funny
where,
once.
how?
Because Varric is always making jokes. Isabella's always making crude jokes, and Hawk is just sort of just being Hawk. So they're making fun of you.
Yeah, just in the middle.
Yeah, it's really great to bring Meryl because Meryl's completely oblivious, or Aveline because she's so straight. And it works
To be
well.
honest with you, that's not a bad actual party setup if you are a mage. Having that
Oh yeah, that's true. You got two rogues.
warrior and
I mean, why are you not playing a mage? I will always judge you.
yeah, true.
Everyone should always go
Mage.
Knight Enchanter.
Why is your Hawk not a mage?
Knight Enchanter breaks the game on every game of Dragon Age.
Yes, yeah, there's I
can imagine.
I'm actually about to finish Origins and restart a playthrough of Dragon Age 2. Because Matthias has asked me if it was possible for me to do a review on the game for like the 10th anniversary of it coming out. Considering the fact I'm a fan of it. So.
Speaking of, it's like as someone who's never played a Dragon Age game before, what do you guys recommend be my first game?
Origins. Just play Origins.
Play it in order.
All right.
None of this bullshit about coming in an Inquisition. I actually ended up buying it because I'm still making a solo review of it, and I've been.
So do I not need any? Do I not need any like lore that I have to know ahead of time, or can I just go in blind?
Origins is
just going blind. Origins is the first game.
Yeah, it's the first game, and everything you need to know about it is in Origins.
Oh, it's the series prequel. Okay.
No, it's the series start. There's no prequel bullshit.
It's the start.
Here.
There's no prequel yet.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Contained story, as it should be. Contained. Everything you need to know about it is in it. You don't have to fucking study before enjoying a piece of entertainment. I don't know why that's a normal now.
Yeah, just jump into it. Make a character, jump into it. And then you'll enjoy it. Then get the deal if you want to get the DLCs and the expansion pack.
DLC's great. It's worth it. It not only is like it's worth it.
All right.
Then probably just do, I don't know, the next game you should probably do is 2, and then that's about it. That's all I recommend.
If you want to get angry, you can play Inquisition, but I wouldn't really waste my money on.
I would stop after Haven. Once Haven's done, just stop playing.
Yeah, that's where it's supposed to end anyway.
The climax is really early in that game, and it's just downhill from there. You're like, oh.
Right. Yeah. Haven was a climax. It should have been the end of the story. It was pretty dramatic anyway. But this is going to turn into a giant.
I love the idea of building something up, and then the bad guy comes down and breaks it all down, and you have to fight to survive to keep it back together, and you can't do it, and you're failing and failing and failing, even though you beat the guy in the end, because he keeps. Corypheus is such a freaking loser. I mean, in the literal sense, a loser. He keeps losing. It's insane, and you don't know why you're even up against this guy. He probably would have committed suicide getting to where he needs to go. Actually, he's so much of a loser.
Let's put it this way: he's that bad. He's that much of a loser. He lost to Hawk, who is this universe's loser.
Well,
he's a talented.
All he wanted to do was
Hawk
go.
is just a fucking chum.
All Corypheus wanted to do was go to the Fade. And what ends up happening at the end of the game, once you defeat him, you send him to the Fade. That's how much of a loser he is.
He can't even do it himself. Yeah, I know. What a fucking cop-out of an ending. What? We can't just murder him?
You wanted it into the Fade, but here you go. That's a great line. Wonderful. Well
Thank
done.
you, Inquisitor, giving the enemy exactly what he wanted. That's why are you doing this?
I know. I almost wish that the negative consequences happened and the whole veil fell down.
That was solved in chapter 1. There's a hole in the sky. Oh, fixed. Done.
No, it's solved in the fucking tutorial mission. They close it semi because you're walking up to the thing with Cassandra and everything. You close that bitch 3 times. Like, Jesus. Is this Skyward Sword or something? Like, what the fuck? This is me angry.
Yeah, we've still got a lot to go through this game.
Anyway,
on our stream.
Anyway, you guys should go to bed and enjoy and do stuff before it gets too dark or too bright outside.
Gets too dark when he looks outside. Ah, yes.
Too bright.
Well, I remember that.
It's 8:30 and it was dark 5 hours ago.
Oh, really? Wow. Holy jeez. Okay. Well, guys, thanks for coming. We appreciate your time. All the super chats were great. All the wonderful commentary. What's his name? Justin Baldoni. Hope he's doing well. Hope he's pumping
From
iron.
Jane the Virgin.
Justin Baldoni.
Yeah. I still can't believe I managed to guess what that program was. I'm disgusted with myself.
You know your men so well.
I know.
I saw that chest. You're like, I know that chest. I know those.
I've seen that chest before. Am I sure I'm not gay? Sometimes I question it, but my boyfriend tells me it's only my life.
That's pretty good.
Alrighty, guys. Good night. Thanks for tuning in. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye now.